What's up, everybody? This is John Q.
And this is Alex A.
And you are listening to Free Music Reviews with Consult Q&A.
You can catch us live on twitch.tv/allmyhomies or youtube.com/allmyhomies every Wednesday night at 8:30.
And you can visit our website, www.consultqa.com, to submit every Wednesday. Follow us on all social media at Consult Q&A.
Boom.
You want to hear a dad joke? I have a dad joke. So a guy gets pulled over. I think I told you this already. A guy gets pulled over, and so the cop's writing him a ticket. I think that's pretty. Yeah, so the cop's writing him a ticket. He's like, "I pulled you over for doing 68 and 55." He's like, "Oh man, can you just change it a little bit? I really want to hear the judge say a magic number out loud." And he's like, "Got you." So he goes to the court with his ticket. And the judge is like, "How the hell were you going 420 and a 55?
Yeah, you told me that one. All right. Shouts out to everybody tuning in. I've noticed I wore blue, 2 weeks in a row?
I probably wore gray like 100 weeks in a row.
No, but everybody's going to be confused now. They'll be like, wait. Is that clip from that same episode?
The one where you wear blue and I wear gray?
Yeah. It was all the same day. Did they do multiple shows in the same day? Even though I think in one I had shorts on, but they won't be able to tell because his legs are black in both. Won't be able to tell. His wristbands were the same.
Are these pre-recorded? Yeah.
These are all pre-recorded. We still have like the yellow case in the back.
We do.
Yeah.
I'm moving this.
Oh, okay.
I got it.
Yeah, we still have our paraphernalia in the back. Yeah. All these are pre-recorded, by the way. So shouts out to everybody who is joining us in the chat room. If you are in there and I haven't seen your name or you haven't gotten a shout out, make sure you throw a wave in there. We got Moxie Arbrella, Whiskey Way. I saw him earlier. Missed Altismo's in the building. What's good? I saw JVS or Jalen earlier.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anybody on YouTube comment yet. So if you are on YouTube, can you throw a comment in there just for us to make sure it's working?
I saw
that would help.
London's Grimiest.
Oh,
popped
yeah.
in first time in like a little while.
Yeah, a couple months.
Yeah.
Yeah, shouts out to them.
Yep.
That's all I've seen. I haven't seen anybody else. So if you guys can help us by hitting that share button, telling everybody that you know to tune in, pop in, send us some music, or just hang out and chat with us, that would be cool. Because
I'm curious about something. Who gets the notifications?
So I stopped them going to the Discord, but I've been told that really did help.
Oh, okay.
So I need to put it back in the Discord again.
Okay.
So I need to do that.
Okay.
I keep forgetting to do that.
Whiskey Way says we get the... Okay. All right. I'm just curious because I feel like... Because we have two accounts. We have this and we've got the actual Consult Q&A one. And I get the Consult Q&A... Or I get the notifications on Consult Q&A about all my homies. And for the last like three weeks, I haven't gotten anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, I don't know.
Well, we fight against corporations because, they want to tell us that the more you post, the more you reach you'll get. When in reality, it's the more we post, the more they can sell ad space in between our posts.
Money.
Yep.
Money.
So let me follow these people back.
Is that a Mewtwo? Is that what that is?
Yep, a Mewtwo.
Nice.
So we're always fighting against corporations. So we get shadow banned a lot because
we do too good.
when we get organic reach, they're like, no, we need to lessen their reach so that they will pay to promote, and we'll just tell them the more. It's such a robbery.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, people want to see your stuff, but we're not going to have them see it. We're going to lessen your reach, so you pay to reach more people, or you just post more and be on our platform more so that we can put more ad space in between everything that you do so we can make a profit off of everything that you do. And then you will even pay us so we can make a profit off of everything you do. When you look at it, it's ingenious, isn't it? We should all be getting paid for money. We should all be getting paid or getting shown to our fans, but then they wouldn't be able to sell ad space.
Yeah.
Because what is it? A Super Bowl commercial, 30 seconds at the Super Bowl commercial with 6 million viewers is $7 million for 30 seconds. 6 million. So imagine how much we could sell.
A 10 million person account on Instagram if they could do reach.
Yeah, I mean, even imagine with 100,000 people and we reached 100,000 people on a 2-hour show, how much we could sell a 30-second promo space for. We could sell it for probably, let's lowball it, $100,000 for 30 seconds.
Easy.
But why would they want us regular people to make any money?
We're not a corporation.
Yeah.
That's not what capitalism is.
They wouldn't want us to make it. That's why people go and support. Yeah. That's why people go and support live shows and stuff like that.
See, the Bliss popped in, and I just want to hear the Whopper song in the middle of someone's heartfelt ballad.
Yeah.
Whopper. Junior triple Whopper.
Yeah. Yep. So, and then, I mean, speaking of that, then there's GoNack. You see, GoNack is another platform that kind of wants to put the money back in people's hands where it won't lie to you and say, oh, if you post more, you'll reach.
Mm-hmm.
We need the next March Madness to get 100. We do, man.
We do.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. We need to get 1,000. We just need to get 1,000. Which on YouTube, by the way, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you go subscribe. I think we're at 930.
Oh wow,
subscribers.
That's so crazy.
We're really close to 1,000,
and it knows we're close to 1,000, so it's like no viewers.
Yeah, it's literally you post a reel, and after 9 hours, it has 0 views.
Yeah,
and it's like, how I watched it on my other account.
Mm-hmm.
How does it have 0 views?
Yeah.
So that's they call that shadow banning. And TikTok is one of the biggest culprits of it.
TikTok is, are you playing their game? And if you're not, then shadow banned.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I still watch the man. Yeah, for some reason, Instagram keeps the American Idol reel just in its rotation.
Oh my God, that thing!
It's like 100 likes per hour.
Yeah,
on that thing.
We honestly, at any given point, we'll do this show and I'll get off and then we'll have 100 or whatever.
Yeah, shouts out to Ducky in the building. What's going on? Ducky was hanging out with us Sunday. Yeah, so shouts out to him.
Yeah,
I didn't even know he knew about the stream. I didn't know. But shouts out to him. Apparently, TikTok is under fire by a bunch of music execs. TikTok has also started its own music exec thing. Mm-hmm. And I think the labels are just like, you cannot do that because you would make money.
Right.
Therefore, we need to...
Oh, that's so funny. They basically killed their A&Rs so that their A&Rs could just be people that watch TikTok all day. So then TikTok was like, we're just going to make algorithms that do it for us, and we're going to start a record label. Yep. So they're probably pissed as shit.
Yeah. The record labels never want to be ahead of the curve. They always want to stop the curve from happening.
Yeah. Like that's going to happen.
Yeah. And then afterward, they just sue the other companies into submission to like include them. They're like the whiners in a dodgeball game who don't want to play dodgeball at all.
They're
just whining on the outside of the fence. Talking about like, you guys can't play dodgeball when I'm here.
You guys,
I'm calling the police, and then they call the police, and then you're like, all right, fine, you can play, and then they just like burn the whole place down. Nobody can play.
That's
record label.
You keep aiming for my nuts.
Yeah.
You guys.
Good times. So if you are just joining us for the first time, what we do here is me and Alex, we are Consult Q&A. We sit on this couch. People send us some of the music that they are working on, as we are music professionals and music connoisseurs, and among other things. If you'd like to get a better background of us, you can visit our website, www.consultqa.com. That is also where you can submit. But what we do here is you send us music. We give some reviews and some, I guess, reactions, some pointers, some tips. And also we talk to you guys about whatever you guys are talking about and whatever comes to our mind. We share stories, advice, and all kinds of cool stuff.
Minor Varts, how's it going?
Yeah, and the couch is The Couch?
The couch is the couch.
Yeah, somebody created a YouTube channel for The Couch, but they haven't been in here in a while, so The Couch hasn't been in the chat room in a while.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Coincidentally, I haven't seen Nan here in a long time either.
Yeah. I think his 7 classes he's taking during the semester is killing him.
Yeah, I catch him
In
on
summer. Yeah. Why would you do that to
because you're insane. I catch him. I'll pop in on a Friday, and he's just sitting there at the student table that's right outside the office, just like, what, Nan?
Yeah, I don't know. I think, what do you say, 18, 17 credit hours during the summer?
Insane.
That's what summer is 13 weeks, 12 weeks, 14 weeks.
12 weeks, yeah.
Ridiculous. That is not, you just don't do that to
Whiskey,
yourself.
what classes are you taking? You're taking 2 and you're pulling your hair out.
Yeah.
Is it a suede couch? It might be. It might be pure velvet.
It is kind of like suede.
It
I
is.
don't know what you call it. Yeah, it's suede, right?
It's velvet.
Who's asking?
It's velvet. Ducky.
Minor vert. Is that minor vart? Minor vart. Yeah, that's how we're doing. I'm doing well.
I'm doing well. I might not sound like it. By the end of last show last week, I ended up getting a cold, and that was my weekend. But I feel a lot better today. I just might not sound like it.
You got to do the YouTuber thing. Hey guys, sorry about my voice. If you guys, do people really complain in the comments about like somebody's voice?
I've never seen that.
Like of a YouTuber they've watched for. Hey man, your voice sounds
your voice
weird.
sounds all fucked up. What's wrong?
Delete the video and kill yourself. Like, are people really like that?
I mean, it is the internet, so probably yes.
Oh,
okay. Business, law, and stat. That's interesting.
I'm glad.
Business law. It's just business. Anything. Any laws is memorizing law. That's pretty much how ChatGPT was able to get past the bar, is because it's just a memorization program.
Yep.
Yeah.
You don't need to know how to apply it or anything.
No, you just got to know when to use it.
You have to remember a million different cases. What a great way to know if somebody knows their stuff. Okay. Mainverse says, good to know. I was searching a stream before going to sleep. It's 3 a.m. right now. All right, where are you living, man?
Yeah. If you want to join our chat, too, we're over on twitch.tv/allmyhomies. That's our main.
Oh, is he on the
account.
other one?
I believe he's on the other one,
Oh. How did you find the other one before you found the main one?
I'm curious.
Yeah.
If
he was searching for a stream, I wonder what he was searching for. It's probably like cool kids on a couch. And we popped up.
Boy, do I have the stream for you.
Thanks, Mom. No.
Thanks, Mom. Cool kids on the couch. Just say the words. Yeah, the legalese. Yep.
He's in France. So shouts out to France. I don't think... Sometimes people are in here from France. Or maybe I just say they are, and then
I think
we just run with it.
It's a low number, so welcome.
Yeah.
Well,
all right.
We get Iceland and
Iceland,
UK. Egypt. Yeah.
I think we got China one time.
Got China.
Yeah, we got China one time.
Vietnam.
Yeah, Vietnam.
Germany.
Yeah.
But I think France might. If not, then you're the first person to talk about it.
Y'all seen that man jump off the cruise ship? No, but I'm pretty sure he's dead. Oh, bonjour. Is that the man? Okay, is it a joke or is it real? The man jumped off the cruise ship and said bonjour?
No, that's two different people.
Oh. I was going to say, it's getting dark in here already.
The dark of night. Huh. Okay. That's stupid.
Well, maybe he wanted to go on his own terms.
18-year-olds dared to jump off a cruise ship.
And this was a grown man?
18 years old, so I guess technically yes.
Oh, he was an 18-year-old and was dared to jump off a cruise ship.
Yeah.
I blame his parents.
I blame his parents.
Yeah. Because that means he didn't have a brain.
Who thought it was a good idea.
Yeah, and I also blame the education system. Because that means he didn't have an education
Yeah.
to understand that. That's like instant death. Like, did he jump off the back of a cruise? If you jump off the front, you're dead. You jump off the back, you're really dead. Like, you're on
If
a
you jump off,
beyond.
period, in the middle of the night.
The side, you can like, it's a slim chance you'll survive. Some people did it in a Titanic. Some people survived.
Also, it depends on where the cruise ship was in the world.
Yeah, but
Like-
also the 14-story drop.
Yeah,
At that point,
And
you
the
hit
sudden
free.
stop.
Yeah. You hit free fall speed,
yeah.
and you smack into a hard water, and then you get sucked underneath the cruise ship by the blades, and then chopped up by it.
And now you're fish food.
And the ship doesn't even know. It's just like and blood chunks, and then the sharks are tearing you up because they just follow behind cruise ships.
What's up, Minor of Art? Welcome to the Consult Q&A chat.
Oh, Minor of Art's a woman.
Okay.
It's okay. Everybody's gender neutral here. You know.
Thanks for hanging out. We do music reviews.
Yeah, we're gonna start those soon. It's gonna start.
It's
soon.
gonna start. Chum bucket.
Literally a chum bucket. I can't believe that. They gave up the search. Yeah, of course they gave up the search. He got cut up in the blades. Like, it's sad though. It's sad. At 18, would you have ever jumped off a cruise ship?
Because then, it's you and your friends, right? So it's going to be like, oh, let me jump off and then we'll go get somebody.
All his friends need to be in jail.
They do.
All of them.
Uh-huh.
Bro, I dare you to jump off this cruise. Bro, you're not going to sissy me up, bro. I'm jumping off this cruise
In the
ship.
video, you can see him swim away. Well, lucky him. Actually,
That doesn't mean he survived. His chest was probably broken.
Bro said I'm headed north. There was a kid from my hometown. I was my first band ever. What's up, Deidre? Yeah, I was gonna say he probably froze, depending on where it was. But my first band ever, the guitar player, when we split, he went to hang out with these kids, and he got that dare.
And he jumped off a cruise ship.
They jumped off a bridge, like one of the great big overwater.
That's even more dumb.
Yeah. Well, it was him, this girl that I knew, and then this other kid that I didn't know, and the other kid died.
Yeah, because that's like,
Yeah.
I dare you to commit suicide. And he's like, bro.
Even 60 feet up.
Yeah.
It's like you're hitting that water. It's like hitting concrete.
And this is where the school system in America fails us, because if we knew meters, if we knew the metric system,
if we knew how many newtons of energy
Yeah.
were being
if
transferred.
we knew the metric system, we would be able to be like, bro, I'm not jumping 100 meters because by the time I hit 40 meters, I'm at free fall speed, which is blah, blah meters per second. If it takes me 3 seconds to hit that, I'm falling at free. Boom. The math would have just been so easy
Yep.
to do in your head right then and there, where you're like,
We
if
don't
I
do
fall at 6 meters per second, blah, 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 yo, I'm going to die.
Yep.
But, you know,
If we only knew.
yep.
You want to do music?
Yeah, we can get into the review.
All
So
right.
hopefully you guys got your music sent in. If not, you can go to www.consultqna.com and get your music submitted in. It looks like
It's 9.8 meters per second squared.
to equal terminal
not-
velocity.
Yeah, it's not squared. It's meters per second, meaning that it stacks on itself. Yeah, and that's not terminal velocity. 9.8 meters per second is the speed of gravity as you're falling. So
On Earth, though.
you will accelerate
In our
9
atmosphere.
and it's when your friction and your resistance equal 9.8 meters per second. However many seconds into it, that's terminal velocity.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
we knew.
I took physics,
But
I took physics.
if we knew this by 18,
By 18,
you would
yeah.
never jump off of a bridge.
this is a bad idea.
Because,
Yep.
yeah. Oh, why do we have this like overlay on this? Oh, is it just us? Okay. We were just like washed out. I was just like, what's happening? All right. Okay. So if you see your name on the screen and it's not in blue, that means we haven't seen you here. So this is Mecca from Egypt.
I saw him in the chat.
Was he in
but
here
didn't
earlier?
Say anything?
Oh, well, he needs
He
to
might
say
still be
hi.
here. Let me say.
Namaste Jones. They actually
There
had someone.
he is.
Okay, Mecca's here. Mecca from the 703, which is the area code of Egypt. If nobody knew that.
Mr. Sir.
It's actually not. Mr. Sir, what's going on? Hey, gamers, what's going on, man? We will be playing Diablo when Diablo releases.
Yeah.
You'll have to join our Discord if you want to play with us.
I just know the phrase terminal velocity. It sounds important. Yeah, it sounds cool. Maybe that's the problem with America. We just don't name our shit cool enough that people are like, yo, I want to know about terminal velocity.
Well, terminal velocity is in American. If we spoke it in English, it would be called Newton's law, first law, or something like that.
Maybe. I think it's
M
still
equals
called,
E equals MC squared or something like that.
That's Einstein. Yeah. Is that the one with the giant demon penis?
What, Diablo? Are you talking about that? The game?
Or terminal velocity?
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't know what we're talking about.
I don't know.
All right, so yeah,
a little delay in our chat that doesn't make any sense.
Dante's Inferno. I don't know. Okay.
Oh, damn.
I haven't seen Dollarwood. I haven't seen D-Mart. I haven't seen Hogan. I haven't seen Space Jet. I haven't seen Namaste. Is it Namaste or it's Namaste? I know it's not. I'm gonna just call it Namaste Jones.
Namaste.
Yeah, I'm gonna
purposely put the wrong emphasis.
The reason why is because I almost want to listen to the song because Namaste Jones feels so bland and blah that
I'm so curious.
I want the song to not be that.
It's just like a Jamaican.
Not even like it just. That's why I want to call it Namaste or
like late nights too. Now I really want to hear this.
Namaste is what I want.
Namaste.
Namaste Jones. All right. I guess we'll get into it with Mecca and see if anybody else shows up and gets their song. Because if you are not here and your name is on that list and we don't mark you here, we're going to skip you and go to the next person. But let's start it off, man. We got Mecca from Egypt.
Whiskey, you still got time. And then Moxrel can kill you later.
Yeah. He sent over a track called Hurt People. No love letter. It's just called Hurt People Mix 10. It is the 10th mix.
I understand this pain.
All right. Let's check this one out. Let us know in the chat room what you guys think. And we're going to give our opinions as well. But, join us. Feel free to talk. Feel free to chat. Let's listen.
Shadow go wherever I go. I'm getting faded, I don't even like roads. My circle watching, so I walk a tight rope. I really hate them, but they laugh at my jokes. I didn't know, but now I know that if you give a little, they gon' take more. And if you love a little and you hate more, you could break their heart before they break yours. Stuck in a manic state, scared I'ma die stunting. The way this liquor tastes, distract my mind from it. Will I see pearly gates, or will I take the plumbing? I keep that money coming, I hold that girl for sure. And trust me, I know it's someone up there watching out for me wherever I go. My people waiting up and praying for me to make it home. Cause niggas dying every day and shawty, you never know. It's always weighing on my mental. I gotta watch my back, my family running out of tissues. Ain't broken but I'm bent, to tell the truth, I made an issue. So I can't let you in, cause if I do then they gon' get you. Yeah. My demons chasing me, I keep running. They overtaking me, I couldn't stomach. If it was up to me, I would've done it. But it's not, I got people counting on me. Feel like caught up in these streets, but I ain't never had a bunny. That's why I don't know what it means when you tell me that you love me.
It just ended like that. I hate that ending.
It's like Done.
So far, my review is I hate that anyway. That's such a drop off the cliff for mix 10. That's such a drop off the cliff.
I feel like this is a song too to have a long fade or just bum, 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 and just follow that like 3 times all the way through, and then you're out. Yeah, fade it.
All right. Minor Vart, or Minor Art. Is it Minor Vart?
Minerva.
Minerva Art, whatever. They said they enjoyed the instrumental. Okay. All right. How you feel about it?
I don't think it's ready for even a master yet. I think that if this is mix 10, I think we're going to see this song complete around mix 25.
That's how I feel too, because this sounds like mix 1.
Yeah.
And if he's watching this, he's probably like, I put blood, sweat, and tears. and they're saying it sounds like the first. Okay, but the reason why I'm saying that is it sounds like more attention was put on the vocals.
Yeah.
And mixing the vocals than it was for the beat.
He wants some mix tips. I can give you some mix tips.
Okay. Well, I'm going to finish my review first.
Okay.
God damn it.
Okay.
So, so the vocals and stuff sound pretty decent. Some of the ad-libs were very, 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 very far behind, like underneath the main layer of vocals. And then that both of them seem to create an empty void in between the vocals and where the beat should be. And then the bass, there's just like in this range, in this certain it was like 400 to 500. No, I can say a space, not between these frequency bands, but there is within like 800 of a frequency. So if I'm like, it'll be like 1,000 to 1,800.
Okay.
That was just open, where it was like nothing was in. There's a hole in the middle.
Yeah.
There's a hole in there. I'm not saying that's the exact frequency band. I don't know, whatever. But it seems like there's a complete hole there, and everything is just missing from that area, and that makes the vocals sound a little disjointed from the beat.
Was this an MP3?
It was an MP3
it
file.
Sounded like an MP3. This is one of the most MP3 sounding MP3s I've heard in a while. I don't know why, but I could just hear the MP3 on it.
To me, it sounded like all the vocals are very mono.
Yeah.
And then the bass of the beat had width, but it didn't fill up enough area.
Yeah.
So it was like vocals put straight down the middle, and then the other layers are turned down. It seemed like there was no panning to me.
Yep.
So
let me hear maybe like the middle. Just give me like 5 seconds of it. Oh yeah, it hates you.
Yeah, let me refresh.
Oh,
then.
Oh no. What have we done?
Let me refresh. Here we are. So I'll play the middle of the song just randomly.
Like, this feels very frequency limited, but because it's an MP3, not anything else.
Scared I'ma die stagnant. The way this liquor tastes distract my mind from it. Will I see pearly gates, or will I take the plumbing? I keep that money coming. I hold that girl for sure.
Okay.
And trust me, I know it's someone up there watching.
Like, where's the synth? Like, you hear it, but it's not there.
Yeah. And even the drums, like, to me, you have the low, you got the kick, you got the bass. Those things are good. They don't fight. They actually complement. But there's not like a lot of like boom to the kick. There's just like bah to the kick. And that snare feels very like, I don't know. It just, this is so hard because everything that I'm thinking of is attributing to just like horrible MP3 quality.
It sounds like they recorded on stereo tracks, mono.
I could see that,
and then duplicated the track. So like whatever that, it just sounds like. So when this drops, you hear like there's supposed to be like some type of synth or lead or pad, but it just disappears.
And trust me, I know it's someone up there watching out for me wherever I go.
It's been there like, it's there, but where? It's like that needs to be brought up a little bit so that it fills that void. But it sounds like it's been canceled out.
Right. And that canceling sound is in more than like it's just a suspicious amount. I'm hearing canceling all over the place. I'm hearing so. Oh God. Oh God! All right.
On that note, I will open up this bottle.
You do that because I want to tell you guys about MP3s and some suspicious activity that happens inside of them. Other than the fact that they don't work like WAV files, you guys all know that MP3s don't work like WAV files, right? And the magic word with MP3s is compression, but it isn't like audio compression; it's data compression. Well, a couple things happen for them to get rid of data to make the file incredibly small. Number one, depending on the quality, there's a high-end roll-off. Well, not depending on the quality. There's always a high-end roll-off, but depending on the quality of the MP3 is how high. Yeah, I'm going to weave you this fucking tale right now.
The roll-off starts at a 18K, right? Or 18.5.
On like a good like C quality, it starts at like 18K. On like a meh quality, it's 16. And on like you're getting shit quality.
64 kilobyte per second.
Yeah, you're getting like 15, 14-ish, which is like well within the range of Audible. The idea being that like you can... Yeah, we can hear up to like 16, 17, 18, but we have to actually try to hear that. It doesn't come easy for us the way that like 3K comes very easy to our ears. So that's one form of like data compression is there's literally no highs on MP3. And that's one thing that I'm hearing in this file. But another thing is that there's a psychoacoustic property that can be used to your advantage. It's called the missing fundamental. And it basically says that, the way harmonics work, if I have a 1K tone, then naturally part of that 1K tone is a little bit of 2K, a little bit of 3K, a little bit of 4K, a little bit of 5K. That's what harmonics are. They just are the natural upward tones that happen whenever you get other tones. So the missing fundamental says, oh, thanks for hanging out. We're here every Wednesday, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, if you want to just hang out and listen to music. And we're back to the harmonics. Whiskey knows. But there's another aspect. Thank you. Still have 2K, 3K. What happened?
Kim coughed us into darkness. She coughed us into the oblivion. We entered the black hole. We went to the event horizon.
You guys,
light couldn't escape.
You just saw what happens at right before the Big Bang. Kim took us there and took us back in like 3 seconds. Anyway, so if you got the harmonic structure of 1K is missing, but you've got 2K, 3K, 4K, 5K, blah blah blah. Your ears hear that. Your ears are going to make up 1K. They're going to make it up. They're going to be like, oh, this song has a lot of 1K in it, even though there's not 1K in it. All 2, 3, 4. It recognizes a harmonic structure and it makes up the fundamental. I talk about this when I'm in class. A song that does that really well is The Hills by The Weeknd, because even though there's there's very low notes in that song, most of what you guys hear are the harmonics, and then your ears make up the very low tones because they recognize, oh, I hear 40, or I don't hear 40, but I hear 80, and I hear 160, and I hear all the harmonic structures. So your ears go, wow, there's a lot of low end in this song, even though maybe you're playing on a system that doesn't go any further than 60 hertz. So what I'm hearing in this song is low-grade MP3. I'm hearing a lot of like the cutouts that I think we're all identifying, these areas of like missing frequencies, are part of that MP3 quality. So I hope, Mecca, is there a way that you can send us like the WAV version of this, or higher quality
320 kilobytes per
CD
second
quality?
Is it 48K?
I truly think that this is just a very, very low grade MP3.
It's 44.1, 128.
Because there's so many things I'm like, that's not right. That's not right. That's not right. There's no high end. If we can at least get away from the MP3, then I can give you true critique on this. But also, it was a great time to talk about MP3s.
Cool.
Move on, and we'll come back when he sends us that.
So we'll pause on Mecca from Jerusalem.
Mecca from
no, he's from Egypt. Not
got that Egyptian MP3 quality.
Yep. So shouts out to him. We'll be back to up next though. We have Jalen vs. the World.
Oh,
he sent over a track. I believe it's called 244.
Now this is the address that all of the furniture lives in.
Yeah, I thought we was going to get another one about called dining room furniture, but I was hoping for that to come out. This one, he said, this song is a rough draft. I did not mix this. He's lying.
This is the most mixed song we will ever hear from him.
Lying. He mixed this, and he's just going to say he didn't mix it.
This has been mixed by fucking Serban Ganea and mastered by...
No, he mixed it. He just doesn't want us to talk about the mix today. So he just put, I didn't mix it.
I didn't mix it.
We already know he's lying, but let's listen to this one. He's... You know how I know he's lying? Because he uploaded this a month ago. It has a bunch of comments on it already. And it's on his J vs. the World leaks page.
So this has been leaked.
It's been leaked a month ago. All right, let's check it out. It's called 244. That's why it isn't named Furniture, because it was leaked a month ago.
This is the pre-furniture phase.
Yeah.
I love the fucking brick wall. I'm so excited to hear this, actually.
All right, let's check it out.
All right.
Oh, my bad. I have it turned down because it should have been way louder than that. Let me turn it up and start it over.
Came prepared.
Yeah, here we go. Change the name Studio to record it at a friend's house in North Carolina. That's where he recorded it.
T, that's OD. Used to sell tree, that's OG. 24, I shoot like Kobe. 2024, it's on me. Fuck them weird niggas don't know me. Fuck them weird niggas don't own me. Get to the bag, that's on me. Get to the bag and proceed. Woo! 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 Bitch. I just got my dope, but now they wanna psych me. I just got a new sound, now they wanna bite me. I just took his main bitch, now he wanna fight me. I just learned some jitsu, you probably should fight me. Used to sell T, that's OD. Used to sell tree, that's OG. 24, I shoot like Kobe. 2024, it's on me. Fuck them weird niggas don't know me. Fuck them weird niggas don't own me. Get to the bag, that's on me. Get to the bag and proceed.
This sounds like a beat someone uploads to YouTube purposely at like 128, 44.1, but completely brick wall. So you get the data sounding terrible. So that if anybody raps over it, it will always sound bad no matter what they do. And then you have to mix yourself on top of it this way. And then it just gives you the SoundCloud sound.
Yeah. It's so brick walled. Code's fit to fly off the speakers.
Yeah.
What's so interesting is that this mix is different. This mix, like, there's like some heavy compression EQ. Like, he doesn't sound like he normally does, which is like right down the middle and up in your face.
Yeah.
And if he just took this sound and mixed it with his normal, when he has a good vocal chain sound down the middle, and just like made that contrast between like that being like what was in this song is like the background vocals, and then what he normally does is more in the front, he could create contrast that's interesting. I think like really good.
Yeah. What's up, Manu? What's going on there over at the Consult Q&A page? It's getting a lot of discovery today over
That
there.
is, yeah.
So what's up? Yes, what you said. Yes.
It would make for like nice ear candy, I think.
I'm actually, understanding that this sounds very SoundCloud.
Mm-hmm.
The crazy part is I'm not mad at what was being done mix-wise to his vocals. I'm mad there's absolutely no dynamics.
yeah.
Like if this had dynamics and was like the ambient noise mixes in the same frequency range as whatever reverb they're using. So it just sounds like the reverb never decays.
Right.
Because it
just
yeah. And then everything else is brick wall compressed. So there's like absolutely zero dynamics. And it's except for the bass that hits. That sound and the bass hit sounds terrible.
Because it's a brick wall.
Yeah.
We're doing music reviews. If you want to chat, we're over on twitch.tv/allmyhomies. Nightbot should pop up here shortly with the link.
Yeah, we're talking about a song that just got sent in by Jay vs. the World. So we're talking about the dynamics of his brick walled song. So, yeah, that's really all I got to say. If it had dynamics, I would have a better judgment of it.
Yeah.
Because the stuff that was put on his vocals, to me, sounds better than anything he's ever put on his vocals.
See, I a couple weeks ago, he had a vocal chain. I was like, yo, that's your vocal chain. It was clean. It was up front. It was down the middle. This has more of like a stereo width, like wide feel to it.
It just doesn't feel lazy.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But
it.
I could see it as like, if they mix the two together as like a foreground, background kind of sound, man, that would be a fucking sound right there.
Yeah, so I call this the SoundCloud sound because, the Tentacion days and stuff like that where nobody could mix. And they just made everything brick wall loud. But then there was this way of making it loud but still have dynamics.
So good.
Brick walled but still with dynamics.
Good.
This just seems like all the people who were beginning on SoundCloud trying to emulate that sound, how terrible it sounded. But they would still have hundreds of thousands of plays because it was like in that range of, it doesn't have to, it was almost like if you listen to Memphis funk music back in the 90s when it was taped over and over and over again, it lost its dynamic range. It was pretty much just 2000.
Just straight saturation.
Yeah, it was just 2K.
Yeah.
It was like listening to a gramophone. But people still passed it around and listened to it because it became that sound. And this has become the SoundCloud sound. Heavy bass, over compression, brick walled, and just sounds like garbage that you could never play it anywhere. That's a reason why you never hear any of these songs played in a club or in any establishment. You just hear them when this person goes on tour or concert. You don't even hear this on the radio because it would sound terrible on the radio.
Because then
none of the frequencies would come through.
like, because then to go on the radio, they compress it one more layer. So this would just be like, that's your song.
Manu says, do you know that song that is called MA Remix? It's from Argentina. There's, in short, no. In short, no.
Yeah.
But
yeah, use that link and pop over. That's where the main chat's happening.
That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
I didn't listen to anything he said in the song.
I don't know what happened. I just like all I heard was just like I could hear the visible brick wall. Oh, all right. Thanks for submitting.
He recorded it as his friend's studio in North Carolina.
I feel like
and a studio put out this quality. This is how you know he's lying.
I feel like this might not have been a YouTube thing, but like his boy up in North Carolina was like, "Yeah, no, I got a limiter. It's fine. We're good. We'll just crank it down like this."
But it sounds like it has a coat of a whole filter, like a whole frequency cut on it. Like it's a high pass filter. No, it's a low. No, it's a high pass. No, low pass.
It's a low pass.
Low pass.
What's up, Maseo? How you doing?
from the same studio that bought us such masterpieces, Chuck E. Cheese. No, that
I
was
forgot that was
Yeah,
North Carolina.
was it?
Yeah,
Oh,
because we had that conversation. We're like,
oh yeah, maybe out in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Huh. I guess so. How did you even remember? Nick really does keep the lore book.
Is the lore master.
Need to give him his own little color in the Discord that's like
we do.
orange, that's like lore mat, and then with a Deckard Cain picture. Stay a while and listen. He is the Haradrim scholar. Is Mr. Altismo.
Mr. Altismo. He's gonna tell us how to fight Diablo later.
Stay a while and Dariel and her.
Because you're just mashing the button
Yeah.
to get through. And I.
You haven't played Diablo 2?
Yeah, we're talking about Diablo.
Yeah,
Shoot,
Deckard
this
Cain's
is
dead now in all the Diablos.
because.
Lorath is
Oh.
now the Haradrim scholar, but
Oh, really?
yeah,
Ugh.
Lorath from D3, Reaper of Souls.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
The Enchiridion. I don't know how to say that word.
yeah, I've never heard of that. I don't know. He was really into 3.
I blasted. I played 3 so fast, I don't remember the ending to 3.
I did too.
Yeah.
But when 3 came out, you could download a hacked person
Oh, yeah, really?
because it was so broken. Everything was so broken, so
mess.
you would just download that and just blitz through everything. And yeah, so after that, it was just like, man, I played mostly D2, Diablo
Same.
2.
We were talking about that today.
That's why it's moo, 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 moo,
Moo.
moo, moo.
They legitimately went through and recorded
Why?
like 18 different expressions that cows should make, but they don't.
Moo, moo. Why won't they bring back cow level? I don't know what's wrong with them and why they hate it so much.
It's too good.
Moo, moo, moo.
Moo 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 moo. Giant fucking cows with scythes.
Yeah, the whole there is no cow level joke. And they made it in Diablo 3. It's like some unicorn fan. Like you get into the Goblin Rift, and it's like some unicorn trippy fantasy thing. And it would it's a random rare spawn
Really?
portal thing. Yeah. The whole time I played D3, it only happened to me once where I got into that portal. And I was like, what in the hell just happened?
I want to know.
Yeah, it
I'm
was
gonna have
wild.
to look it up after the stream. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
But cow level is just it's the only reason to play D. It is the end game. Not really,
Well,
but
then you play it again.
it was the best part of the end
It's
game.
because you're like, I found those 2 runes that when they're combined, I can't be stopped.
The Ritz leg. That it's all messed up. Ritz is like a little boy from Diablo 1 that got his leg bitten off from going down
And then-
in the catacombs.
And you combine it with
You combine his leg in the Haradrim cube with a town scroll
a town
booklet,
scroll.
and now you have cow level. It's like, wow, that is so
That's fucked up. Moo. Moo.
good times. Whatever. We're off subject. Anything else we want to say about Jay vs. the World song called 244, recorded in North Carolina?
Keep this vocal chain. Put it in your back pocket. You won't, but
Well, he can't because it was recorded
in North
at
Carolina.
his boy's studio.
Bring us back to Chuck E. Cheese. Bring us back to a happier time. That's all I have to say.
Alex is just telling you things to do at this point.
You don't even know who I am.
Yeah. In reality, I think if you do a song like this, there's a way where you can have cleaner dynamics.
Yeah.
Still push the sound. Still actually care about, because what I was saying, he cared about. It seems like he put effort into it.
Mhm.
Seems like he cared that the auto tune was tuned.
Yeah.
So in this auto tune,
Okay, that's a very valid point.
the reverb actually fits. It just never decays because
Yeah.
it's in the same.
Key is the synth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what you can tell. There was like, okay, I know that whoever did this, I know what I'm putting on here. I know what it is. It just sounds like SoundCloud. It sounds terrible.
Yeah.
So that's at the end
That's
of
the SoundCloud sound. You did it.
Yeah. So if we go back to the list, because it's 9:41 right now, we still haven't had other people check in. Mecca resent his wave file. So let's check this one out.
All right. We'll do that.
So we're gonna shift backwards to Mecca. It's the 10th mix wave now. Let's check this one out. See if there's any difference.
Shadow go wherever I go. I'm getting faded, I don't even like roads. My circle watching, so I walk a tight rope. I really hate them, but they laugh at my jokes. I didn't know, but now I know that if you give a little, they gon' take more. And if you love a little and you hate more, you could break their heart before they break yours.
I'm gonna say I think it sounds like the guitar is a loop that is time stretched,
Mm-hmm.
and it's being key locked.
Yeah.
So we're getting
Just being
artifacts
dragged.
in it or
Yeah.
something like that. And I think maybe that is the filter on that part. Vocals wise, they sound a little bit clearer.
Mm-hmm. I'm hearing more an upper level of the drums. I think, it answered some of my questions, and I definitely was hearing a fuck ton from that MP3. I hear more of the very lows, like the very low end of the kick is helpful. I want more kick. I want more drums in general. Like the drums feel very overcompressed almost. Like there's a fill in there that starts the song.
It seems like it's the Logic drummer.
Yeah.
But it was time stretched.
I
don't know. Like it to me, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Like it just doesn't sound natural.
Yeah.
And even on some loop parts, it seems like it just stops and the loop restarts. Like it's not a smooth transition.
Yeah.
Like there's no click or anything like that. So it meets the zero crossing, but it just doesn't sound natural.
Right.
But it doesn't sound MIDI. It sounds like it's
like pre-made.
Yeah, like it's a loop or something like that.
For me, it's just the drum sound. Like, I don't think it's the Logic drummer because I don't you'd have to go in and actually like hack out a lot of what is missing from the drums. Like that snare doesn't really have any punch to it. Yeah. Or the kick is got the lows, but it doesn't have like the accenting low mid that comes with it.
I feel that's because it was made in time stretch.
Yeah.
And I feel like that will cut it all out.
Let me hear it a little bit more.
Stuck in a manic state, scared I'ma die stagnant. The way this liquor tastes, distract my mind from it. Will I see pearly gates, or will I take the plumbing? I keep that money coming, I will do girl for sure. And trust me, I know it's someone up there watching out for me wherever I go. My people waiting up and praying for me to make it home. Cause niggas dying every day and shawty, you never know. It's always weighing on my mental. I gotta watch my back, my family running out of tissues. Ain't broken, but I'm bent to tell the truth, I'm made of issues. So I can't let you in, cause if I do, then they gon' get you. Yeah.
Yeah, tinny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't.
It's either low quality drums or it's been time. Something is going on.
Here's what I'm thinking you should do, Mecca. I think you should use a triggering program. Depending, like if depending on it, like if this is like a solid, like I already had some drums recorded and I did something to them, you might need to like strip out the frequencies and make a track that's like snare only. Because you cut everything except the snare frequencies, kick only because you cut everything except the very lows. So it's going to leave you with a couple tracks, or if you're lucky and you have either the MIDI or like the actual like recorded stuff, go through and sound replace That's what I think. I think go through and find some actual, like, find a snare drum that actually has like ka-chunk to it, which would sound really nice. A kick that's got some nice round bubbliness to it.
Yeah, because the kick sounds just like mud, and then the
Yeah.
bass is on top of it that extends the body of it.
Mm-hmm.
But the kick it sounds like a muted kick.
Right.
Like if it was
But-
recorded, the
Yeah.
mic is inside the wind hole,
Yeah.
and you're getting the,
Uh-huh.
but it's still with all the padding in it to
Right.
mute it.
So it's just
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know, like I love the pattern, but it doesn't have any of the energy, it doesn't have any of the like the pump that it needs or the definition that it needs. And again, that could come from stretching it. It could come from, if it's just a recording, it's just a mix that the frequencies aren't there. Maybe you're trying to pull them out and they're just not there. And in which case, it's something that I'm just like, when I get to a point with drums, I'm like, I can't fix this. I just sound replace. I just get to a threshold where I'm like, I'm going to stop trying to make magic from these drums that don't have what I need.
You have any recommendations on where people can go to look up sound replace? Because sound replacing is not an easy task.
Oh.
Like tutorial wise or anything, or any pointers.
This is the world where Pro Tools is really good. Pointers wise, I
think Pro Tools is the only thing that can sound replace.
Well, Pro Tools has like its default, it's built in now sound
Yeah.
replacer. So you'd have to find like a plugin that can sense rhythmic
Transients and
yeah,
shit.
and then replace them. The other thing that Pro Tools has that I don't know if Logic has is it's got tab to transient. And if you want to, and this is the way I started by sound replacing, was I would just tab paste, tab paste, tab paste, tab paste, and just tab to transient, all my transients. I used to get really good at it. So this is one of those things that, like, if you're using Logic, you might have to find somebody and see on YouTube what they do, or find a plugin that will do it. If you have Pro Tools, you can do it by hand. And I think standard for Pro Tools under Audio Suite is Sound Replacer.
Yeah, I think it's in the event operations now. Maybe might be an Audio Suite.
One of those. I think it's under Audio Suite still. I think
Okay.
it's under other. Yeah, but I don't know any of the new Logic like sound replacement stuff. So I don't know. I don't know the answer for you. But in this instance, this would be something that I would say, like, unless you are legitimately battling to mix and you're like, I can't figure out how to get these. I mean, the situation is like you can't get frequencies out of something that you don't have frequencies in, and maybe you're trying, just sound replace it. And you know, I have a collection of sounds. I have a collection of maybe like 30 sounds that I use on every album. I'm not one of those people with like 5,000 or 50,000 sounds where you're just like boink, bing, bonk, bing, bonk, like all day. Like, get something that you know, get something that you trust, put it aside, use it on all of your stuff. That's how you do good sound replacement. There you go.
All right. So, shouts out to Mecca
Yeah.
for that. Hopefully,
It's a fun song.
hopefully
Let's
he
not
starts-
take away from that. It's a fun song. I'd like to see this song like really have some nice drums to it, because it's a good song.
Yeah, I mean, like I said in the first one, where it was like you could tell there's a lot of time spent on the vocals,
Right.
and
Yeah, the
they're
production's
pretty good.
cool. The production, the vocal, like all the as soon as I was like, man, this could use like an undertone, like pitch shifted version, and then he hit it with a pitch shifted version. I was like, perfect. You're on it, man.
Yeah. All right. So the only other person here that has checked in is Whiskey Way. I haven't seen Demar. I haven't seen anybody else.
Surprising we haven't seen.
I guess
Demar.
we're losing our live viewership week after week. Everybody's just not coming back.
Yeah.
And our algorithm isn't just showing us the new people anymore.
no.
So soon this stream is going to turn into just me and Alex sitting on the couch giving relationship advice and talking about what a feminine masculine man of the higher entity of incense does in reverse to a masculine feminine gender neutral turtle, as opposed to the roles of the lifestyle of bringing things to the plate.
That makes perfect sense.
Soon that would be what this show is all about.
He says he's in another version.
All right. So I want to hear what Namaste or Namaste or Jones. Namaste Jones. Because I really hope this isn't.
Follow the rules of in the English language. It should be that it's a capital A sound with no E on the end of it.
Yeah. So he sent over. I want to hear this. So this is why we're doing this.
Okay. All right.
And then he wrote us on Instagram, and I was like, "Hey, see you in the stream." And then he never.
He just forgot.
Never wrote back. But he took the time to write us on Instagram. So shouts out to him. He says, "My name is Nam Jones. I'm a creative." Oh God. So we already know. His name's Namaste.
Of course.
So we know that. He called himself a creator. If you call yourself a creator,
then you create things?
Yeah, I mean he floats off the ground when he meditates. So he says he's a creator out of Atlanta, Georgia. This is his latest solo track produced by Jericho Beats. Hope y'all enjoy.
Okay.
The track is called let's look.
He's God.
Essentially.
He's God.
Let's see what the track is called. Late Nights. All right.
Nick says it's just a NAND alternate account.
It's hip hop. I think this is a woman. All the pictures.
We will find out as soon as you hit play.
All the pictures of a woman. So if it's a woman, would it be Namaste Jones or would it be Name Sate?
Boom.
It's Name Sate Jones.
I love that actually.
Let's check it out. This song is called Late Night. Incense, meditation, and floating off the ground. Here we go. Also, she sprays her plants.
The viney ones.
With the
Yeah. Fuck yeah. That jingle in his crystals.
Riding shotgun with my baby down to 85. Music playing, seats vibrating, handles on my thigh. No destination, navigating through the summer night. That's pushing 80 to the exit, then we bust this right. As you grab the wheel, the street light reveals the perfection of your face. No scar could conceal, 'cause even those reveal everything that you have conquered. A compass outlining the way to what you will accomplish. This feels so right. One of those late nights, great nights. This feels so right. One of those late nights, great nights. This feels so.
I'm 1,000% she smells so good.
Like fucking
like she just smells
like
her aroma.
Patchouli oil. Sandalwood.
Cedarwood? Sandalwood?
Yeah, cedarwood. Yeah, sandalwood.
She smells like incense and
smells
candles.
like the earth.
Yeah. No. Not the earthy type.
Let's be clear.
But she smells like beauty.
Yes.
Is what it is.
Yes. Yes.
This feels so right. I can't wait to get you home. 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 I can't wait to get you home alone. I can't wait to get you home. 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 I can't wait to get you home alone. I can't wait to get you home. We
Show you
never
all the
made it
crystals.
home. We parked the car and got acquainted. The moonlight hits my body so differently when I'm naked. The earth is shaking, can't take no more, my knees are quaking. And all I hear in my ear is Superstar by Usher Raymond. You feel so amazing, can't seem to keep my hands off you, my soul you're penetrating. With just a look into your eyes, my all you've captivated. Could do this every single night for the rest of my life. You and I under the city light. This feels so right. One of those late nights, great nights. This feels so right. One of those late nights, great nights. This feels so right. One of those late nights, great nights. This feels so right. One of those late nights, great nights. I can't wait to get you home. I can't wait. I can't wait to get you home. I can't wait. I can't wait to get you home alone. I can't wait to get you home. I can't wait wait to get you home. I can't wait to get you home. I can't wait. I can't wait to get you home. I can't wait. I can't wait to get you home alone. I can't wait to get you home. My favorite view is when I'm with you. Summer nights underneath the city lights.
Okay.
So one of the side effects of having quartz crystals so close to the microphone is extended high end through the S's
Because of the electrical charge.
because of the electrical
Yeah.
charge. So I would say probably DS a little bit harder than you normally would to compensate for the quartz crystals.
I think it's from the compression that the S's are
Yeah.
check it out. Not the quartz crystals.
Sorry. Sorry. I was
No, so her flow is fire.
Yeah.
Like on that second half, that flow was really fire. I think and I kind of wish she was. This is why we usually only review people who are in the stream, because I wish she was in this stream, because I
Right.
think she would work well with Whiskey.
Yeah. What's that?
See it, DeMarco.
DeMarco. It's good.
What's good to you? Hi,
Yeah, how's it
DeMarco
going?
is usually Dollar Waters. Yeah, so I think that's his wife.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's to me. Yeah.
It's me.
So I that's why I wish if she was in this stream, I would definitely be like, hey, work
Yeah.
with Whiskey, because I think Whiskey would dial in warmth with her vocals.
Yeah.
Because she lacks
100%.
her voice. Her
Yep.
vocals are screaming, give me warmth,
Right.
but they don't have it because of the way it's being compressed.
Well, and it's unfortunate too, because especially towards the end when she was doing a little like things
Yeah.
like that, and it just got lost in the pss, 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 like that. There's some effects that I was hearing, and it just didn't translate because of how much harmonic structure there was, like almost white noise.
Yeah.
And I agree completely with what you're saying. I think that's exactly what she needs, and I think that Whiskey is the kind of person that has that vision.
Yeah, and she also needs Melodyne on some vocals. There were some lines that were flat, and there was only a few of them where it was just like, okay, you're flat. You probably shouldn't be on a flat. You should probably be on a sharp. Let me say.
No, yeah.
So there was some in there, but flow wise, it's good. Like it all has potential. It just needs tweaking on the mix. Just a mix that. This sounds like she went to a studio. The guy in the studio put the standard. Hey, I have the standard template.
Right.
We're gonna lay it down and record. I'm
Yep.
gonna give you this.
And it just
It's a rough
blasted
mix.
her out.
Yeah, it's like it's a rough mix. I'm blah 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 blah. Here you go. It just sounds like a demo.
The 2-hour mix. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it definitely
Yeah.
sounds like that. It needs some TLC, and I think it could be phenomenal. Even with the production, there's parts in the productions that could really complement a lot of things that she's trying to do. But I think that her voice being so over compressed to where the low end and the warmth is lacking, that I won't even say over compressed. You can just tell it's being brought up by the compression.
Right.
Like the makeup gain
Right.
is high.
Like the microphone characteristics are being amplified. Yeah.
George Burr. What's up, guys? Just finished the song. Can I send it through? You can send it through our website. If you hit exclamation point submit, you can send it there. Gmail, we're not checking right now, so
I will put this in the chat for you. We all just did it all at once. Everybody who can.
And Maseo says, I wish there was some harmonies in spots to give it a bit more character and movement. Yeah, and that's kind of another thing that we're saying too, where just a little bit of TLC.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think if she would have did more harmonies,
But
with
I
some of them being flat, how she is,
Right.
it would sound really bad.
I could also see how if this was during the production, how if it was sounding this way, she might have been deterred from being like,
Yeah.
let's do another layer. Like, yeah, that's going to be too much in the high end. So it could have been something that in the moment it didn't seem like the right thing to do. But again, a good dialed back mix would be like, hey, let's add some overtones. Let's add some harmonies to it now that there's space for it. So, yeah, I think we're all saying the same thing.
I would also recommend, if she ever comes back and watches this, change her name from Namaste Jones. Please. It's I won't say it's common. It's just cliche.
Tell people that they're pronouncing it wrong.
No,
And then when they're like, Namaste Jones, you're like, it's not Namaste. And then don't say anything else. Just let people be like, what?
like, even I don't know. The reason why is because the name Namaste, you're already putting an idea
Right.
to what it should sound like.
Yeah.
And I was doing it.
Yeah.
And use me as an example. The idea that I'm already, the prejudice that I had already put on it. Namaste Jones, oh, we're talking candles, lights,
Crystals.
blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. You know, it's like, I think that would be a detriment to you because then you're already putting yourself in a box.
Right.
You can make feel good late night vibes and all of that stuff, but you don't have to be called Namaste. If you are the embodiment of chill, you can go by Stay Jones.
That's cool.
And to you, you know it means Namaste, but if you're STE with a accent on it and you're like, oh, that's Stay Jones, like, cool.
Cool.
Okay, what's Stay Jones? Who is Stay Jones? Okay, Stay Jones has this sound.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm not automatically like, man, Stay Jones is using yogi eggs and putting and charging crystals and using spray bottles on a plant. Even if Stay Jones does that,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not
but again,
automatically.
like you said, she knows it. What the full? Yeah.
I'm not. And anybody who takes any name I give them, I need 50% of their entire career, just off of
Just-
the love.
Putting it out there.
Yeah, Stay Jones would be fired. So if they go back and watch it, this is why I like to review people who are in the chat room.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't. It jumped up.
It even looks cool when
Yeah.
when Mox types it. It looks cool.
It looks cool as hell, and it doesn't have any prejudice.
Right. And again, if she knows what it means, then it still has meaning to her.
Yeah, if she's in an interview. And so what does Stay Jones mean? It's like, what is your name? Oh, my name is Euphoria. Why you go by Stay Jones? Oh, because Namaste, that's I believe in blah, 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 blah. People would be like, oh, dope. I get it. You know, boom. And then that's the story that you tell instead of somebody putting these preconceived notions on you. Guys, I sent it. Just copy the link. It's not. Why is he telling us to do what he's telling us? So George is like, I blatantly ignored everything y'all said, but I'm gonna tell y'all how to do it. I don't care. I don't care that y'all have your own formula. I don't care that y'all have other people who submit it and they submit it the correct way.
I want to see if he's on the link.
In a way that works best for us. Okay, maybe he submitted just the link. Maybe
let's
that
check
is
it out.
Okay,
Let's check it out.
let me see because before
he said he sent it through the form. All right.
I thought he was like, I just emailed y'all.
Yeah.
So he was like, I just emailed y'all a link.
Yeah. Fuck your submit shit.
All you have to do is open your email up and copy and paste the link.
Yeah.
I see it here. I got you, Geo. The track is called "Calling Out Your Name."
George is like, I'm just a Ethiopian prince trying to find his money. It's all. Just copy the link, please.
Copy the link and download. Hey, man, found a wild video of you. You might know this person.
All good, man. All good.
Yeah, we messing with you. I had to check before I went in. That's my bad. My bad. I was about to go off the rails. You did it the correct way. All right. So Space Jit isn't here. I'm going to put him as MIA. Hogan Moore hasn't said anything. He'll come in at the end of the stream, but I'm going to hit MIA. Whiskey Way is here. D-Mar hasn't said anything. I'm going to put MIA. Dollar Water is here. So Whiskey sent over 2 songs. He sent over the instrumental and he sent over...
I think he said to play the instrumental. I think I saw it. He'll say something here shortly.
Okay. Yeah, he sent over one that says play this one.
Okay. Is it the instrumental?
Yeah.
Yeah, instrumental. Yeah. All right, cool.
Okay. So we got Whiskey Way coming up next. Sent over a track called Matcha, instrumental. The love letter says play this one.
With crystals.
Yeah.
And plant spray.
So we're going to listen to this one. Let's check it out. By the way, the last track was by Namaste Jones. They're not in the stream right now. The only reason I reviewed it is because they DM'd us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
They DM'd us and said I sent it over. And that was really early in the day. And I was just like, hey, see you in the stream. And then the name, I was like, let me see if it's exactly what I think it is. And it was. Unfortunately. But I was hoping it would have been different.
Uh-huh.
But the name told it all.
I'm going to go.
Yeah.
It was in message through the consult Q&A.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna read that conversation.
It was just it was just, they were like, hey, I submitted. I was like, cool, see you in the stream.
Cool.
All right, let's check this one out by Whiskey Way. It's called Matcha. So you can imagine Namaste Jones on this, or Stay Jones. One thing I wish is when that come in, I wish it was more Quiet Storm where it would go like keep going up.
My wish was when it came back in, the hi-hat was more trashy, a la Weatherman Dan.
Give me that Quiet Storm or that Summer Madness.
So yeah.
Oh, that wasn't this track. That was just our drive.
The drive was like, nah, fuck it.
Yeah, the drive was like, all right, we're done. Let's go back to where we were. My tone was way off, so don't even do that. You wouldn't even be able to get it in octave. You wouldn't be able to get it in key or anything. And then I need 75% for the vocal sample of publishing and mastering.
All of it.
I'm just telling him not to do it just because it's a better business thing to do, because if I'm requiring 75%,
don't fucking do that
to clear the sample.
Yeah. Was there's like the blown kind of thing, and it's got like a little bit of like a wavy kind of like it's tuning, like down tuning just a little bit when it does that. And I'm wondering if like every like eighth bass note could do that too, like boom, 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 like purposefully take it out of tune. with wobble. Okay, yeah, but it gives like this very interesting like instant down tune, still in key, but like taking it just slightly out of key feel to it on the wobble. And if you could do that on like pick like one bass note and just kind of drop it, so when it slides just a little bit flat, and then bring it back up, just for something for the ears to go, what the fuck was that? Like, that was really cool, but what just happened? That's my only thought.
So I thoroughly enjoy the instrumental.
Yeah.
I think if it is going to stay an instrumental, that's when you might do the Quiet Storm stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's going to occupy when you're doing that pitchy stuff with that, you know, like doing that. I think that will end up clashing with vocals.
Right. That becomes the lead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're going to have Miss AR pull out the banana clip on it, because I saw how she took shots at Stay Jones, talking about Stay Jones won't sound good on this. It's me only.
Me only.
As she cocked the 7.62s, yeah. She had to hold it in the lap like this and cock it like that. I don't know if y'all have ever heard 7.62s cocked at an AK-47. It's loud.
Yeah.
And it sounds, it's a scary sound, but you know. So since again, if her vocals are going to be on it, then doing that Quiet Storm and that Summer Madness thing on it, I don't think it will work. But if you're going to keep it as an instrumental by itself, I would say maybe throw that in there to add a little bit of flavor. And that's all I would ever say.
Yep.
I just meant this one's reserved. Nah, we already knew.
You said what now?
Nah, she made the AK say nah. It said nah. Nah.
She gave it the old like 1-2 tap 2 clack.
When it's my turn, guys, you're going to be shocked.
I look forward to it.
Can we put money on that, please? Can we put a pick 6 on that? Vegas? What's the over-under on that? You think I'll be shocked? I'll have Kim bet for me, so there's no insider trading or betting. You got what's the over-under? What's the Vegas? What's the numbers looking like? Put a bet. If I'm thoroughly shocked,
I'm curious.
I'll cash app you $1.
American.
$1 American dollar. There are currently no cuts. On my ex-life, it's good. I don't know if that's a good thing. I have no idea if that's it could be an ex that, you know, maybe they passed away while they were together and it's like, oh, this is sad, this is that. Dude,
or it could have been the Nightmare X.
I don't want to go.
That's the over-under.
Yeah, I don't want to go down a dark path, but like if you were with somebody and they passed away, do you call them your ex or do you just be like, do they not fit in that category anymore?
Actually, Julia had that happen.
So how does it, what do they say? Do you say ex or do you just be like?
No, they just call them by their name.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not an ex, but like the person that came before me by, I don't know, it was a good couple years, like 5 years. She had to recover from it.
Yeah.
It was like a heart attack or brain aneurysm sudden in the night. But yeah, no, she just refers to him as Mike, and there's no, it's not, oh, my ex. It's like, and then there's Mike.
Yeah, all the other girls I know, they refer to them by name. But he said he was joking.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that was a legitimate question for me. Like, legitimately wanted to know. Yeah, Shanae.
Shanae got the $1.
So George or Jorge. Jorge. I don't know. Jorge, if I am surprised, I will cash app you $1. If I'm not surprised, because the over-under, Vegas, you cash app me 10. Kim, make note of it.
He's going to be like, no deal.
Yeah.
We should start doing this with all the new people that come in.
That's how Vegas odds work, right?
Yeah.
No. It's more like Clooney George. No, it's George Jorge.
What a business.
So deal or no deal, Jorge.
I think we've finally figured out how to take people that because like George actually did a good job of coming in. Hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
How do I do that? But we get people every now and then just like, poof, play my song.
It's fire.
It's fire.
We can have Nick be the bookkeeper too.
the bookie.
Nick's the lore master of the bookie. He'll tell, like, beginning the stream, he's like, Vegas odds. Like, he'll do it on, like, will John be surprised?
Vegas
will
odds.
John mention Cowboy Bebop? Well, like, it would be like the bingo card, but you bet on every single bingo one. And it has Vegas odds on it.
wait, what now? We will.
So, Mr. Jorge Burr.
We're going to get the fucking, what is it, SEC put on our ass for illegal gambling.
Will John like JVS music? Oh, man, bets would go crazy on that.
1 to 100.
The over-under on that would have to just be crazy.
Ridiculous. Put $1 down, get 1,000 back.
From who?
We talked about Consol Q&A bingo cards.
Yeah. You can play along on our website with our bingo cards. First person to get bingo gets
It's
$1.
like the free spot on bingo. System of a Down rabbit hole for $400. Oh, I think we did it.
Okay, we might need to test that system.
Okay.
For not real money, we'll do Q points or something
Q
like
points. Okay.
Then
Over
later
under
on-
Q points.
that. Later on, we'll get into gambling and violate all Twitch's terms and
I
services.
think we finally found a way to keep Kim awake all night. Is her having to calculate all the gambling odds every single song. That person had 40 to 1. Shit. All right. Ouch.
All right.
All right.
So I guess moving on.
All right. We
So
got what, Maceo next?
Dollar Water.
Oh, Dollar Water.
And
Yeah.
then Maceo would be at the Dollar Water, and then there would be Gio.
Okay. So you're George. You're what, third?
Yeah. George
Okay.
is Gio or Jorge
All right.
or Hio.
Hell. Man's gonna come over here and
He's like, my name is George.
my name is George. Damn it.
If it's George, why is it spelled with a G and not a J?
Dollar Water's here. All right.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get into this one by Dollar Water. He sent over a track called High, spelled H-I-G-H, meaning high as in atmospheric.
High is in
As in,
a very in an upward direction.
yeah, high as in, you can't say high as in measure. You could say high as in measurement.
High as a measurement. Yeah. Just call me Clooney. All right.
All right. He sent over his track. He said, I'm just getting into making some R&B-S.
Ooh.
A real quick mix just to get a feel of the vocals. Thanks. Y'all stay blessed. This will be interesting. I haven't heard him really do R&B. Are you like singing or
Yeah.
rapping
I'm
R&B?
curious. I guess we're gonna find out.
Let's check this out.
Good times coming here, baby. All the funk, all the juicy, all the sexy. We're back, baby.
Lighters on the nightstand, pillows on the poolside, panties by the back porch, fucking by these pool lights, stampede on my passport, red eyes on that red eye, feet all on the dashboard, talking about that jet lag. She gon' say I'm one-on-one, girl, I know, you know. It's 1,000 niggas like me every time zone you go. But I love the way you lie, where you lie. Ain't no thing that I, long as when I ask you whose it is, you say it's mine. I might smoke you out and fuck you good, don't wanna waste this high. No destination, roll that paper plane, let's take a flight. Just tryna take you to a place where ain't no space and time. Ain't nothing sacred, but this thing gon' elevate your mind. She don't want a man, no. She just wants some FaceTime. Ain't no place I
I can't go. Run that game but can't hide. You know who them drinks on. Only Lincoln late night. Scissor and Masego. Cabin seat by daylight. She gon' say I'm one-on-one, girl, I know, you know. It's 1,000 niggas like me every time zone you go. But I love the way you lie, where you lie. Ain't no thing that I, long as when I ask you whose it is, you say it's mine. I smoke you out and fuck you good, don't wanna waste this high. No destination, roll that paper plane, let's take a flight. Just tryna take you to a place where ain't no space and time. Ain't nothing sacred, but this thing gon' elevate your mind. I smoke you out and fuck you good, don't wanna waste this high. No destination, roll that paper plane, let's take a flight. Just tryna take you to a place where ain't no space and time. Ain't nothing sacred, but this thing gon' elevate your mind.
Okay.
At least your mic can do that.
Well, real quick point. I heard it throughout the song, but mostly in the end. It sounds like the dubs and the ad libs are all going to the same delay and echo chain,
Like a phase kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I think some of them shouldn't. Not all.
I
of them.
agree. Yeah, I agree.
So, like you maybe keep it on the main or whatever. You can experiment, or maybe only keep it on the dubs and the ad libs or whatever. But it sounds like it's on all three or all of your layers, and I think they shouldn't be. Or if you're going to do anything, maybe give different ones different. Like if you're doing your ad libs, give your ad libs a different effect and echo chain to where maybe that one decays quicker or something like that, so you don't get this kind of phase-in effect. Unless you wanted that phase-in effect. Because, I mean, that was also vocal phasing kind of mixed with...
I heard, what fucking song was that? There's an Incubus song where they take the entire song and they put it through a phaser. And it's, except for the main vocal. That's what it is. In My Room, I want to say, is the name of the song. Have a listen to that, Dollar, and that can give you an idea of like how to build a really interesting vocal chain.
Okay. I do like I don't feel like I know why you called it R&B, but I feel like this is more of like a Smoking Bone Thug and Harmony kind of song. Like I don't know if that's considered R&B. That's more like funk, chill.
Yeah, and with that, I kind of want a little bit more warmth in his voice.
There was a point where he did it, where he layered it. Yeah, and I was like, oh, that sounds really good.
Right. And I think when he's on his own, it feels a little bit thin. But then when the layers come in, they start to build. It could be just the microphone that he's using. I don't know.
I think he has I think he got the Aston Origin now.
Oh. That should be able to handle it. Yeah. Also, what's up, Jay Bodega?
Yeah.
Who ate so much potato salad.
From the bodega.
From the bodega.
Potato salad from the bodega will have your stomach doing front flips and back flips. I wouldn't recommend eating potato salad from the bodega, but...
I mean, you live your life.
Mayonnaise is bad.
Let me look up that song and make sure I'm giving you the right information.
Yeah. Other than that, I haven't, I feel like I've heard you on stuff like this before, but not with you doing all the dragging out for the chorus part. But I feel as I've heard you rap on stuff like rapidy rap on this stuff before. So like,
you good, don't wanna waste this high. No destination, roll that paper plane, let's take a flight.
Yeah, see, like with him, so there's a plugin called Tilt, and you might have access to it, or you could just build a counter EQ. I feel like there's more high mids than there are low mids, and if you just switched, like just took out some of the high mids and dropped them, I don't know, maybe like 3 decibels, and then took the low mids, like maybe 200 to 500 up by 3 decibels, and just kind of flip-flopped them from the way they sound here, you'll give it more of that like close mic feel. Yeah. And the song is Here in My Room by Incubus. Yes.
Just trying to take you to a place where ain't no space and time. Ain't nothing sacred, but this thing gon' elevate your mind. She don't want a man, no.
Huh. I almost feel like, when you're dragging it, like doing one of the things in place and time. Like I feel like in the main one, you should be like on one no face and time, and then in the ad libs and stuff is when you're doing the time, and that way you can send the ad libs to its own delay, reverb, echo, and they can do their own fancy joint. But the way the track is going, it keeps going, so it just it doesn't sound like they're competing with each other. It just sounds like that's happening. And it continues to happen, and it fades out on its own on beat thing, and you just continue to go. It kind of sets you in the mood a little bit more.
I like that idea.
I think in the beginning you should talk like you're talking on. I'd rather be Bootsy Collins. I think in the beginning you got to do the whole Bootsy Collins.
Well, baby, I done took a jet all the way over here, baby. I hope you're ready for me, cause I'm ready for you. The way the vibes hitting, the plants are sitting on the sideline.
Nice
when you do that, and you have the like a white noise burst that just goes.
You got to do the Bootsy Collins.
Yeah, it's Bootsy, baby.
Yeah, baby. So that you got to do the Bootsy in the beginning. Set it off right.
Yeah. It's a solid song. I do enjoy it. It's good to hear you, man. It's good to hear you doing your thing.
And maybe get Stay Jones to let me stop.
I'm gonna make it do what it do, baby. All right.
Because it's like instead of R&B, it's more of like cool, chill, funk, cool, chill vibe. Yeah, and then especially like the content, you can be like, the content is like, I'm a cool guy. I'm taking red eyes while drinking red eyes. Then I'm driving in a car.
It's dangerous, but it's chill as fuck right now.
He took an overnight flight, didn't sleep, got in a car, and drove with his feet up.
Yeah.
This man lives dangerous on another level.
Sound like you need a caddy with the top down. Exactly.
Yeah, baby. You got that mint coat over there that I bought you? I returned it. It was fake. Cause pimping ain't easy, baby.
All right. So shouts out to Dollar Water for that.
Thank you.
Up next.
Thank you for submitting.
Up next, we got Maseo. Then we got Geo or Horio
or Clooney
or Geography. Geography. And then who is Typical SS or Typicals? Are they in the chat room, or did they just like submit and then be like, I ain't saying shit? But I see your submission here, and it's called Inner Nympho, so that's
okay. I'm curious.
But all right, let's check out this one by Maseo. He said he sent this over for shits and giggles. Okay, Typicals is here, so I'll mark him as here.
All right, cool.
Call him Tickles. Inner Nympho, Tickles. Come on,
Tickles.
It all goes together. Tickles has a tickling fetish, so name change. Maseo is in here. Sent over a track called "Slow Dance in the Sun" Demo 1.
Okay.
He said it's super early, so let's check this one out. "Slow Dance in the Sun."
Put 'em to the side. Alright. Issues on 'em. Put it to the side. Renting on 'em. Like it's really fine. Eyes is on me, but ain't really some. Hope you play this when I die. Issues on 'em. Put it to the side. Renting on 'em. Like it's really fine. Eyes is on me, but ain't really some. Hope you play this. Aye. when I die. I ain't been feeling too well, I ain't been sleeping for months. Been gaining weight, see my nigga, my six-pack on chubby. I eat but then throw up my lunch. Why the fuck's that? Why you always stand in the back? Where your friends at? What they call that? Nigga, the season just ended and they back to shooting, but when it's through, hope they call back. I had to demand some manners, yeah. I had to raise up and cut some bullshit for my standards. I know you niggas ain't really no better. Shit talking steady, you fed it. Your dick, it don't get it no wetter. That bitch forever.
I really like where this is going. If I could hear, I hear the hi-hats are killing it.
Yeah.
I want to hear them more.
Okay.
Because I hear what they're doing. And I just, also, another note, and I know we haven't finished yet, but another note in the beginning, I almost feel, so he's doing an effect on a low vocal, and then there's a main vocal doing that effect on. Yep. I almost feel like that effect should be on a dry wetness knob. Like you have the dry vocal, and you put whatever flange or whatever, and you control the dry wetness on an aux, and you automate it. Well, maybe not even automate it. Maybe if you're doing both, maybe need to automate it. Just so it kind of sounds clean with a little, it has the effect.
Like, I could see you, what the fuck form of automation is that? Latch? Where it returns back to wherever?
Snapbacks?
Yeah, where it snaps back.
Touch latch?
Yep. I think it's touch. Yeah. So you're working like the little altar boy on the main.
Okay.
It's just on robot mode. So
I would say put it on an aux that you're sending the main to kind of trigger it,
right,
or whatever, and then you can record in that sound, and it's its own layer or something like that, where it's just that effect, or in that way you can mix it in.
I could see it being like I could see it being one of two ways. You could either set it so it's on like a kind of a timed like a modulated effect, or I could see you literally just like bringing it in almost randomly, or like as a way to like enunciate, and that would make it really fucking cool.
Yeah, it sounds like it's something that would be cool to experiment. Like I really like that what happened, but I think with it just coated on the main vocal, and then that lower pitch vocal is a little too. It brings the quality down of the song before you get into the song, because when your main vocals came in, I was like, oh, the main vocals they're in your face because it's a demo, but they're clear. It sounds good. So,
yeah.
I wanted like a thick kind of hair
or wide.
Oh, thick kind of wide sound. So I was trying to mess around. Okay.
Interesting. Really interesting.
We're going to keep playing.
I really like the flow.
I really like how these hi-hats are dancing. I can't hear them, but I like how they're dancing.
Everyone, lessons learned, study my insecure, fuck that. You better not say a word. Fuck that. You better have safe and sorry. No. Fuck that.
It sounds like the falsetto was recorded on a SM58.
I'm okay with it.
I'm not. I want it recorded on
something magical,
on a condenser. Yeah, like it just sounds like it was recorded in a wooden room on an SM58 on a stand, and he's standing. He's standing 2 steps back from the SM58.
One thing I want to hear is the you got the like and then dot like that. Like there's like an ad that happens like kind of repeated throughout. That's a perfect place to hit it with that, like hit one and hit the other one with that like little altar boy, like like really make it. This is part of the theme kind of feeling. Anyway,
back to it.
Yeah,
of course. I get 2 stops.
G drive.
Yeah, 2 stops before I can.
Porque George.
issues on them. Put it to the side, grinning on them like it's really fun. Eyes is on me, but ain't really some. Hope you play this when I die. Issues on them. Put it to the side, grinning on them like it's really fun. Eyes is on me, but ain't really some. Hope you play this when I die.
This beat is fire.
I like if he's gonna do optional, like choose which lows to emphasize, he should do the same exact thing with the hi-hat. He should have it sound like this and then have another automation that's got like a harmonic enhancer on it, so it's like and really give it emphasis. Yeah, because it's fucking awesome. Did you make all this, Maseo? Did you write all this craziness? It feels like what it feels like to me. I can't put my finger on it. It feels like if you took The Weeknd's production and then just made it like dirty, but on purpose in a really like cool, funky way. I don't know how to describe it. It's got like this level of like really nice, and then all surrounding it is just crazy cool shit going on that once you shape this up, I think that there's something that you're sitting on for sure.
I also like the chord progression in the keys.
Yeah.
Even though it's, people would say it's simple, whatever. I just like how they're hitting.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he's like, when I die, and it's just like the way it's all put together is great, because when you're like the chords are sexy, and then the kicks come in, and then what he's doing, how he's doing this with his vocals, and then you got the chords just seem like they keep bringing you back up,
right,
while he's bringing you back down, bringing you back up.
That's the feeling that I'm trying to say.
It's really dope.
Yep.
He said probably stock Ableton.
Cool.
Yeah, I like this as a demo, man.
I'm super interested in seeing where it goes.
Keep fleshing this out. I would really love to hear when you get like a rough mix or something, or you start dialing it in, because this is really, I like this one, and I the video for it would be probably amazing.
Yeah,
there's so many ideas. I got so many ideas for a video just listening to it now. And all the vocal modulations and things that you're doing is just really cool, because there's so much space for them, and you're utilizing the space correctly. It's dope. I hear it.
Jay Bodega says, "I love songs that have a blurry or grainy feel." Yeah. That's kind of what I'm getting at. It's got the feeling of a production that's like The Weeknd money, like somebody's put a lot of money into it, but then it's got some grainy and some dirt and some uniqueness to it that I really enjoy.
Yeah, he said it's definitely something I'm taking serious, so I'm gonna definitely be bothering us about this one. Okay,
works for me.
Cool. Super random, awesome guy. How can you two see? The lights you got pointed at you must be so damn bright. We don't look at the lights. We're doing 3-point lighting. So we're
doing like 18-point lighting.
Yeah, well, we got the backlights just completely washing out the wall. They probably need to be pointed up.
They are
at the ceiling.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's because of this thing. That's why.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So we got 3-point lighting, so we're not looking directly into that light. We have lights on the side and stuff. I know you can see it in the mirror in the back and all of that cool stuff. If you like grainy and blurry songs, you'll like black metal. Stuff sounds like VHS.
Maybe old black metal. New black metal just sounds like.
All right. So shouts out to Maseo for sending that track over.
Sweet.
Up next we got Geo, and then we got Tickles.
It's typicals, right? It's typicals.
Yeah, it's
But
tickles.
it is. I'm so curious about that too. So.
We'll check out George. George sent over this song called "Calling Out Your Name." It's an Instagram link he sent.
I think this is like the third Instagram link.
George, why'd you send?
See, that's what we're saying. Tickles is a good name. It's a good name.
George.
Typical says, "Y'all ain't funny."
George, why did you send an Instagram? Do you not have this linked anywhere else? Just only on Instagram? Jesus Christ, George. George! All right, let's listen to your Instagram link.
I got my dog, all them niggas wanna leave. Oh my God, all them bitches look at me. I beat it out, this shit looking kinda freaky. Look around, show your body and your feet. Girl, the way you spin it, throw it back and let me hit it. Wanna take you out and give you some more. Girl, I love your body fitting. Wanna take you out to dinner, let me show you how to do it for you. I just wanna be a nigga, promise I will not consider shorty. How could I just ask for more? If you want a baby mama, I will never cause a drama. Shorty wanna be a man of yours. And I be calling out your name at night. Your baby mama, little niggas, they could die for more. I be walking through the same time. You a killer, baby, have some mercy on my soul. And I be calling out your name at night. Your baby mama, little niggas, they could die for more. I be walking through the same time. You a killer, baby, have some mercy on my soul. Got my dog, all them niggas wanna leave. Oh my God, all them bitches look at me. I beat it out, this shit looking kinda freaky. Look around, show your body and your feet. Girl, the way you spin it, throw it back and let me hit it. Wanna take you out and give you some more. Girl, I love your body fitting. Wanna take you out to dinner, let me show you how to do it for you. I just wanna be a nigga, promise I will not consider shorty. How could I just ask for more? If you want a baby mama, I will never cause a drama. Shorty wanna be a man of yours.
All right. Well, George, my Cash App is I'm John Q. You owe me $10 because I am not shocked. Yeah. We $, I'm John Q. You should have took this bet, man. Should have took this bet at all. I am not shocked. You sound okay. You sound good.
Yeah.
But there's nothing shocking about it. And the reason why I'll talk about it, nothing shocking about it, because a lot of people are making this and sound like this and stuff like that.
I think there's some uniqueness in what you've got going on. I think what you need is a sound. Like, it's something that we bring up every now and then. It's just something that
makes them stand out.
Yeah, makes you a little bit more distinct. Obviously you've got a good sound. Now you just need something that is your sound. And then what Whiskey says, there's a lot of detail being lost. Do yourself a favor and get on some kind of a service that you can send people a link to,
like gonac.io. Anybody do exclamation point go. Here's something we're doing. Your first upload to Gonac, we'll give you a code to monetize on Gonac for free. So it's essentially making free money. Just when you make an account on there and you upload a song, join our Discord, post a link in the Gonac tab in our Discord, and we'll give you a code to monetize for free. Gonac is a streaming platform similar like SoundCloud, but you can monetize your music right away. You don't have to wait to become a partner, and you can make money off your stream, sending your link and blah, 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 blah. And if you upload your first song on there, we'll give you a code so you can monetize for free. Gonac is brand new service. So,
yep.
And it's something we're partnered with, so we're starting that. But do yourself a favor. Yes, have it on Instagram for people that follow you and stuff. But when you send links to shows like this, upload it to a platform where you can have some type of streaming high quality streaming, because it does sound like a lot was getting lost
Yeah.
in the fidelity.
Yeah.
But another thing, so the song structure and everything, cool. Like, it is cool, but there is nothing that is setting. I feel like there's nothing that's really setting you apart. Your tonality is unique, but somebody else having that same tone, like,
You're right. Yeah.
and it's somebody I've heard people who are very close to this tone.
Like, I want to hear more from. I want to hear
Something
some
different.
other songs that you've got going on, because I'm interested. Like, this gets me interested in what, and then I'm like, okay, maybe there's like an EP coming out. I want to hear what else is on this EP, and then that kind of dictates like, okay, the next song is not good. All right, meh. But then maybe the next song is good.
Yeah.
You know? And so you got my ear, you got my attention. Now I want to see that next progression in you.
It's on his Instagram.
On his ID, yeah.
George!
But you get what I'm saying though. Like, this is a good like test the water song. You started to, hey, you know, and also good on you for not opening with that. That's important that you didn't open with that. Keep not opening with that. That's
Yeah.
very important.
Not bad for 6 months ago, but
Yeah.
you should at least have a sound.
Yeah, yeah,
Or something.
but yes, get on. Check out Gonak, or you know, better yet, just start on our Discord, and that'll get you started through that process.
Yeah, I put a post in there explaining what Gonak is if you jump in there right now. But you can SoundCloud, wherever. Just have it on a platform where if you upload it in high quality, your fidelity isn't lost. Gonak, you can do high quality uploads on there, and that actually gives you a little tag saying this is lossless high quality upload. So
yeah,
just keep it that way. We could better talk about them, because it really just sounds like there is some type of Instagram filter on it that is kind of killing the quality. But again, you're not bad at all. You, for 6 months, you got good song structure, you got the idea and everything. You just don't have that thing that will make you George, which is a very common name. But you know, so that's
give it the Clooney,
yeah, or Geo, or whatever. I don't know, and it could be a little thing like people be trash after 6 years, but yeah, or Jorge, he could be. I don't know, but it can be something simple as like woo ad lib or something like that.
Yeah.
Something.
I don't know, something. You'll know it when you do it. You'll be in the studio and be like, what if I go do this sound? And you're like, that's cool. And then you'll give it a shot, and people are like, oh, that is cool.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be anything drastic
Yeah.
or anything like that. It's just something that is a unique characteristic that makes you stand out from George, Jorge, Curious George, George of the Jungle, and all the other Georges.
George Washington.
Like with me, the way I could stand out from all the 50 million other Johns was put a Q. Legit, for real. Like
one of 26 options.
Like I remember in football practice, we have like 500 million people on the team. And so it was like, how do I get them to remember my name? And my mom, she was like, go by like JP or something like that.
And you're
or
like,
whatever.
I've got John Q set up.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh, John Q. Like, John is common, but Q is like Quincy Adams. Like, you know, like it's, and then people will also be like, I love that movie, man. And
Whiskey. I thought you got it from the movie.
No, my actual name is John Q. But and then when people would be like, it's a conversation starter. Oh, John Q liked the movie, man. That movie's fire. And I'm like, yeah, I came out before the movie. The movie's actually made after me. And then their whole minds get blown, and then I walk away.
And then you walk away.
I'll be like, yeah, they just flipped the name so that I could grow up and have a good childhood.
Yeah. Space Jit's here.
Okay.
And George, feel free to come back. We're here every Wednesday at 8:30 Eastern Standard. Like I said, I'd love to hear more. We do one review per show. And then, you know, once you get your stuff, I would very much like to hear it, like, not through Instagram, because of
Instagram filters it.
I'm a mastering engineer, just for background. When you were, so I like hearing the highest potential in all of everything, as do surprisingly a lot of people when they're listening to music. So I think if you're playing this through a phone, it would be forgivable, but through our system here, we can very much hear that it's through Instagram. So, you know.
And also finding your identity isn't an instant thing. There's people who are 3 years deep, haven't found anything or whatever. But the way to do that is keep making music, keep experimenting. You're already good. So it's not like that's the drawback. You're as you put out music, people are going to follow you, and people are going to they're going to believe in you, so they're going to tell you what they like.
Yeah.
Listen to them.
Yeah.
If they're like, man, like if somebody's like, I really like this one song, and it's the song that you hate, ask them, hey, what do you like about it? I don't know, man. You just do this thing on it where you like, this part right here is my favorite part. And in that part, you're doing something like, or something like, da, da, da. And then it's like, all right, okay. 6 people told me that. Cool. All right, here's another song.
Maybe there's something.
8 people told me this.
Yeah.
Where's the similarities? Okay, I see what people like now. Maybe they don't like me doing la 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 la, but maybe they just like, or maybe they just like in those open spaces, I do a melody.
Right.
So let me do these types of melodies there. It doesn't have to be la 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 la. It can be something like that. So yeah.
I am Lord la la la.
Yeah.
I see the high. Yeah. I mean, it's true. I see the highest potential in all of everything.
Uh-oh.
As do most people.
Jay Bodega is now a philosopher.
He's saying it was an accidental quote. So.
Oh.
But you can have it. 50% if you put it on a t-shirt, though.
Yeah. 50. 75 is now the price. 75%.
I am Lord. La la la. I had to show Julio that episode because I would walk around the house going, Lord, oh Lord. I just heard Happy Tree Friends.
I don't know who that is. All right. So we got Tickles sent over a track called Inner Nympho.
I'm so curious. And then Space just showed up. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Space just popped in. If he's here, say something. We'll play this song.
All right. Yeah. Should we do Space Jit now or do it after?
Let's do it after.
Mr. Tickles. All right. After. All right. He's about to like report the stream.
No, he's just shut the fuck up already.
This is harassment. All right. Typicals with 2 S's. I'm still working on my mix, and it's a little raw, just like the nympho-ness. And
it's all right. He's just tying it together here.
It's a little raw, man. Raw dog and the Tickles.
Raw dog in your
Tickles likes feet. All right, let's listen to the song. It's called Inner Nympho.
Is this the Nympho song?
Yeah,
it's a little raw.
It's a little raw.
Gotta dim the lights.
Right,
got some candles around here somewhere.
Yeah. Let's check this one out. All right. With this beat, he's definitely called Tickles.
Yeah,
100%. Because I feel like this is a troll song. But let's see.
You let your sit on my pillow.
Or she.
I was not ready for that.
Or she. I don't know.
Okay. Stronger than some drug. Make me wanna come out my clothes and curl my toes. Goes to show our senses know what's on my mind. Get an inside look every time. The way you got me hooked shouldn't be a crime. Harder than an armadillo, go longer than a willow. Drag out my inner nympho. Yes, my bedroom hero. He said, bust all on me. I said, ditto. This the way we grind. What a doctor prescribed. And give us swing my legs. Make them divide. Up and down, I'm on a slide. Soaking wet got me baptized. Boy, I love it when you're between my thighs. Those sounds we make be them sex cries. You let your skin on my pillow, stronger than some drug. Make me wanna come out my clothes and curl my toes. And my bedroom hero, and it's my bedroom hero.
Oh, Jay Bodega has not met Kim before.
You might have seen an apparition.
Oh wow, Kim appear?
Yeah. That's Kim.
Yeah, so that was Kim who walked by. Yes, that is a woman. Kim is
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
we have a sound effect for it.
Yeah. I guess Jay Bodega doesn't know there is a Kim yet, so
maybe that'll make sense when we go Kim.
Yeah. She said she wants Spider-Man in the sheets. Oh, that's interesting.
That was really interesting in a really kind of cool way. I think the beat itself needs more frequencies. I think the lows need to go very low. I think it needs a subharmonic synthesizer when it goes to the very low. So it really...
The beat needs different sounds.
Yeah.
All together.
It does.
All
together. Yeah. Yep.
all together.
And then the microphone that the vocals were on...
was a cell phone microphone.
Yeah.
It was headphones.
It needs... When you get into the S, and like when it comes to female, like throat structure, essentially, like how S's are created, females have this tendency to already have harsh S's. That's one of the harder things to record. So when you have a microphone that's already enhancing S's, like a condenser microphone or a certain condenser microphone, Audio-Technicas do that too, yeah. Then you take the already harsh S's and you make them even harsher, and you make them like white noise bursts, essentially. And so that's what I'm hearing throughout this, is just like very like pss, 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 on all the S's.
Well, what is it? Audio-Technica, what, like headphones or this?
Like that.
That noise sounds like the clicking off of
a little
iPhone
click
earbuds.
Yeah. Could be.
Or a headphone like click thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or if that's an Audio-Technica XLR microphone, you don't get that sound.
I mean,
you don't get that sound from a USB microphone.
Yes, there you go.
Okay. All right.
In that case, I would see if you can like call this a demo, and go and redo it. Get somebody who's got like a decent microphone that's like specific for good wired headphones. Yeah, there you go. Get yourself a decent microphone. That's going to help mitigate some of those, because essentially, as you're saying the S's, the microphone can't handle that frequency anymore. So it literally is white noise bursting. And so when we're hearing everything, it's a little like on every single S. And I want to hear, because to make a song sexy the way that you're trying to make it sexy, it can't have that like high burst to it. It's got to feel like it's got to feel, basically. Yeah.
Also, we do have a guide for beginner microphones and interfaces and things like that. If somebody can throw that exclamation point in the chat room, or because she's on YouTube, so probably copy the link and throw it in on YouTube. Or it's exclamation point. It's on our website.
It's on the website, yeah.
It's on our website, so visit our website, and there's a beginner guide to audio. I believe
it's right on the main page. If you just go to consultqna.com and just go down the main page, we have the guide that'll get you started.
And it sounds like this beat was maybe made in GarageBand with the stock sounds.
Could be.
So if we go a segue to the beat and what can be done with the beat, look up sounds, and you can find free sound packs on Reddit. If you know how to use Reddit, use it correctly because you don't want to download a virus. If you don't know how to use Reddit, don't even jump on Reddit. But you can jump into different producer Discord.
You could jump into our Discord and ask people.
Yeah, ask people
there's plenty of people that are there that'd be willing to help recreate this or invent something new that's very on par with it, or better than par.
And then I mean, I really didn't listen to the lyrics of the song. I kind of tuned it off when I heard the beginning of the beat, just because of just the quality of all of it.
Yeah.
So I don't really know about song structure, if it was good or not, so I can't really speak on that. But I just know a lot needs to be done to this to make it more than an idea.
Yeah.
Right now, it just sounds like you laid down an idea. It's not ready to be like, hey, this is me.
Right.
I wouldn't recommend you put this out at all in the state it's in, or put it, or like even be like, hey, this is what I have to offer.
That's what I said. Like, treat it like a demo. Treat it like you're putting down some ideas. I could see some harmonies, like a little like pop of secondary vocals here and there. The whole song is based around like a main vocal line. That's kind of
I think she has a lot to learn about recording music in general. So you got to learn about the microphones, got to learn about the interface. If you don't even want to learn about, if you are recording yourself, I think you need to learn about basic record structure, where it's like, okay, what is layering? What is an auxiliary bus? What is an effect? What is a reverb? What is some people vocal chains? What is a vocal chain? Like, I think she needs to start there. Meanwhile, create music, do these ideas, do these demos.
For sure.
But be learning and experiment with, while you're learning these things, experiment with your vocals. And then join Discords, join different things, talk to people, learn more, and be like, hey, and present these, like Alex is saying, as demos or work in progresses and things like that.
Yeah. What do you mean, Whiskey?
Whiskey, because how she's doing it. Like he said, I think she should just sing it straight without the stank on it. Without the.
I could see both ways.
I think maybe the stank could be like somebody was saying Erykah, but I don't see Erykah Badu at all, or how Erykah Badu sings or whatever. Erykah Badu sounds like Erykah Badu because that is her voice,
right?
You know, I don't feel as Tickles has that voice. I don't feel.
And change your name to Tickles.
I think she's doing it because she can do it.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's natural in her singing voice, so I think it needs to be a strong point ad lib. It shouldn't be on the first layer. It should be an additive if she's doing it, or maybe it's a punch-in strong point or something like that.
Yeah.
Or it can figure it out over time. But for her to do that, she has to learn editing and stuff. And with this, you can tell it seems like it's GarageBand. I'm about to start music.
It's
the beginning.
I'm really not opposed to it as an idea, though. Like, I could see you polishing it and like, you know, taking things into account. Try this, try that, try singing it straight here. Try things out, and then when you're like, okay, I've put all these pieces together, they're a song. Then either talk to somebody or start that path of like, okay, like, learn it yourself, or just, you know, be like, hey, how do I book time in a studio? Who do I talk to? How do I get somebody to set up a microphone and record me? And look at that path.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. I think this could be like the kind of song that people are like, yo, did you hear this? You hear the new Tickles song? You hear that new song? It's fucking, oh man, we're going to light some candles and blast that. Like, thanks for submitting.
I don't know. All right.
And she comes through the TV and murders us.
Yeah.
She's here. She just, I don't know, hasn't responded.
Yeah, she's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Her name is Typicals, though.
Typicals,
it's not Tickles. So everybody's probably looking like, nobody Tickles is responding. What the hell?
Yeah. Again, feel free. We're here. We start 8:30 every Wednesday Eastern Standard Time. So if you want music reviews, it's interesting stuff. I'd be interested to hear what other stuff you got going on. Join the Discord for sure, though. Get in there and talk to people. That's a good way to get outside of that. Get into the learning zone.
All right. So shouts out to him.
I didn't hear Space Jet after he.
Yeah, no, Space. Like
he just
I was going
disappeared.
to. Yeah, I don't know. Space Jet may still be here, but
Speak
I
now or
have the
forever hold
song
your peace.
queued up.
His song?
Yeah.
Oh,
So we can do Space Jet, and then we
Okay.
can end it off with Jay Bodega,
okay. All right.
and then get up out of here.
All right.
But yeah, so Space Jet sent over a song. It's called STNK, which I think is short for stank. He says, "My mind be gone, but I stay with Christ though." I mean, it makes a lot of sense.
he went.
I was about to say something that I had to catch myself from saying. Had to catch.
Yeah, we'll talk about it after the show.
Yeah. I was not going to go that far. I was really about to go.
This is right off the deep end.
Yeah, I was about to say something just like that would have just. I think it would have went over some people's heads. I think it would have went over most people's heads, but the people who understood probably would have been like, "Oh,
he went there."
Yeah. Oh, if that's clipped, that's canceled. Oh, he's canceled.
Well, they're not getting the evangelical vote this year.
Yeah. Oh man, DeSantis is about to be president. He's going to be the first one in the concentration camp that DeSantis will create and put all of us in. But yeah, so let's get it. Let's listen to this song. It's called STNK by Space Jet. Let's check it out. Oh my bad.
That's the song. That's done. You need to leave.
Don't get no fucks if I'm in, I'm a street. Yeah. Walking around, they look at me. What's wrong? I can't see no one. It's all in my head. I see what I want.
What's wrong with that part?
You gotta say this shit one day at a time. My mind be gone, but I stay with Christ. Keep me around when you're right. I like chillin' out. I'm on street with my friends, and I gotta check the cash. Shit, I already know where it's going. And they like, man, Jack, what you doing? Playing booty on night time. Yeah, I had to learn to move. I had to see how it grew. These niggas my dudes. I had these bitches my nose. Don't get no fuss if I'm in the street. Yeah. Walking around, they look at me. I can't see no one. It's all in my head. I see what I want. That's just so fun. Y'all should be that bitch. Yeah. Y'all should be that bitch. I'm in love with you too. I wanna be with you. Yeah, so I don't even know how much I'm living about that shit because I feel like this not GTA cause I see shit. I'm in for that booty and no one's in. Don't get no fucks if I'm laying on the street. Yeah. Walking around, they look at me.
How do you feel?
I can't see no one. It's all in my head. I see what I want. That's just so fun.
The only note I have is I just wish that his vocals are down by like 2 decibels.
You wouldn't be able to hear him anyway.
I know, but I wanted to hear the rest of the beat. Like the things going on in the background were so cool, and I wanted to hear more of them. And I just got with
the whole time this song played, I thought about that cult where the guy who was always just like eyes wide and he was like bald and they killed themselves when the comet was like,
yeah.
I think that cult. And then I also think I was like, if he did a live show, I don't think he needs a microphone, and I think the whole crowd should just lay down. Like that just
and
be
the
the
whole
thing.
crowd just goes
Where it's like his whole image is just like my crowd doesn't stand. They lay down for my shows.
or some weird shit like that.
And his music plays
Everybody
and he just
planks.
and he just space jets on the stage. And then it's just a bunch of wild lights and give everybody 3D goggles while they're laying on the ground. You have to bring your own yoga mat though.
I ain't lying on that floor.
The mosh blanket, yep. And you just convulge on the ground with your 3D goggles. That's how you celebrate the JIT, you know? That's how you celebrate Space Jit.
The alien that is Space Jit.
Yeah. He would go viral.
He would go 1,000% viral.
Like,
Have you been to a Space Jit show? No, you didn't.
Yeah,
Get your yoga mat.
It'll only take 15 people to do it at his show. Like he just stands up there and he sits in a chair or whatever stands on.
No, he
just
sits
changed
on like
outfits.
a fucking throne.
Yeah,
just a weird throne.
and then drinks out of his cup while his music plays, and then he just in the microphone he just goes yeah. And then he puts his hand out, and then the people are just on their blankets convulging. And then the TikTok voice be like, "Would you go to this show?"
Boom, 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 boom.
People be in the comments. I mean, the beats are fire.
Oh, please, sir. Please keep your one-piece white robe on, sir. Your canvas robe. And your and it's not just 3D glasses. It's 3D glasses with like a third eye glass on it too. Then they're green.
And then it's a kid-friendly show because we talk about Jesus Christ at this show. So you,
or at least you think you hear the word Jesus Christ.
yeah. I mean, he could essentially be tax-free.
It's a church service.
You know what?
It's a church service.
It's a church service.
Tube socks and grandma robes only.
Come on, church service.
It's a church service. He doesn't have to pay taxes on his
anything
and his ticket income.
Yep, because that's donating to the Church of Jit.
The Church of Jit.
Yeah, I don't have anything to say about this.
I have the only thing I have to say is just push the vocals back by like 2 decibels, 3 decibels. We don't know what any of the last 15 minutes were just about. So, but we're gonna play your song.
Yep. Up next, we got Jesse Bodega sent over a track called I can't remember if I sent this. What is life? It's unmixed and my headphones are broke, so don't know if I'll touch it. You mixing headphones only?
The JIT effect. I've seen crazier concepts for church. I mean, Nick, you live in Texas. Yeah, you live in Texas. You get if there's Christianity, that's the weirdest form of Christianity. It's the Texas form of Christianity.
I mean, there's the videos of like the Haitian and also Caribbean churches where they're like going around slapping the shit out of people.
Yeah.
Slapping demons. And the Spanish ones where they're slapping demons out of them.
Uh-huh.
Imagine the Space Jit doesn't even touch you. He just sits on stage.
And you go.
And you convulge because you're feeling his music. His music's taking you to a higher plane while you're with the 3D goggles. And maybe the production's just fire.
The lighting is just
and they
out
give
of this
you,
world.
And you get a Space Jit blanket or a Space Jit yoga mat. And you can sit Indian style or you can lay down on your yoga mat.
But you can't be on this planet while you watch the show.
And it's like you cannot stand because standing is dangerous during the JIT off.
Kinky in Jesus' name.
During the JIT off, you cannot.
Yeah, you just can't stand.
You can't stand until the intermission.
Boy, I'm all sweaty. Whew, that was a good show.
Yeah.
I just convulsed for fucking 45 minutes straight.
And then release like health benefit facts about convulging. It actually works your core. It's like,
and it gets all the blood flow to your extremities.
Yeah, and release it like it's a serious thing where it's like, did you know convulging burns 8 million calories as you flex your core and builds a strong ab? Go to a jit off at the Church of Jit.
In Jesus' name. Kinky in Jesus' name. Oh my God. Let's do it.
All right. We got Jay Bodega sent over this track called Down. Let's check it out.
Put you in perpetuity in overdrive.
You're such a mama's boy.
Stop wasting time. The moment came, but now it's life. You'll never make it out of this life where the crosses paint the sky, where we keep the weddings white as the moon. Oh, a blue moon where the holidays are pure and the houses say allure to the few. Oh, but now you don't you wanna get down? Don't you wanna be down? Don't you wanna get out of this town? Hey, don't you wanna go now before it's too late? Before you forget out? Hey, don't you wanna get down? Don't you wanna be down? Don't you wanna get out of this town? Hey, don't you wanna go now before it's too late? Before you forget out? Hey, don't you wanna get down? Don't you wanna be down? Don't you wanna get out of this town? Hey, don't you wanna go now before it's too late? Before you forget out? Hey, don't you wanna get down? Don't you wanna be down? Don't you wanna get out of this town? Hey, don't you wanna go now before it's too late? Before you forget out? Been a feeling all my life, but holding the starlight, don't care if I fall out, fly, wings on my feet, I'm high.
All right, this is interesting. Alex, I think you should go on the Hills rant.
I was going to.
Yeah. And then also, I feel like you're doing too much in a lot of parts. With the like it just,
and then you convulse.
Yeah, and then you have a jit off after that. Like sometimes I just feel like it's too much. Like you don't need to do that in the main vocal. Maybe in a strong point or ad lib vocal if you want to. Make your main vocals pretty fairly clean and okay. You know, like I don't know. Like it's all over the place. And then those layers, Alex is going to go down the rabbit hole with that. But the layers, the way they're set up, it's too much.
It becomes too much.
And they're all over the place. Yeah. But there's a way to do it. Alex is going to go down that rabbit hole. We're going to finish off the song, though.
Yeah.
See? Too much.
Wings on my feet, I fly.
Too much. It's just like, it's like he didn't even try to sing it. He's just like, wings on my feet. Bitch. Like it was just like I'm just gonna make it. He's making a noise. He's not singing.
Right. Well, and I feel too since the break, since it built and built and built, and then there was the break. I feel like all the vocals are still where they were when they were like everything was fucking loud, and so then it was like one vocal, but now it's trying to compete with 100 vocals that aren't there. So it's just like and it's like just take it down a little bit, get yourself back to being the main event. Anyway.
Yeah.
Wings on my feet, I'll fly. Hey, don't you wanna go down? Go down. Don't you wanna go down with me?
I love this.
Hey, don't you wanna go down? Before it's too late, before you forget how it. Hey, don't you wanna get down? Don't you wanna be down? Don't you wanna get out of this time? Don't you wanna go now? My life.
So there's I mean it's unmixed, so I guess it's all going straight down the middle.
Right.
So there's no panning,
everything's
nothing.
competing with everything.
Yeah, everything is in that same realm competing. Okay.
So one of the other examples, I already used the Hills by the Weeknd tonight for talking about Missing Fundamental. Whiskey Way and his harmonics, the magic harmonics. For Jay Bodega, I'll talk about this song from a thing called Establishing. And you're doing establishing in this song. The only thing that you're not doing is you're not pulling back. You're constantly adding, and to the point where everything gets exceedingly loud, and then the frequencies are just fighting. Especially at the end there, it's like as soon as one thing came in, it would mask everything else because it needed to be louder than everything else. There's a way you can get around that, and you already built the song for it. You just need to implement a mix that works with it. Establishing is essentially just when you give somebody the line, you can turn that line. Once you've done it once, it's in their head. They're singing that line, and then you can turn it down by a lot. And the reason I talk about the Hills by the Weeknd is because that's exactly what he does. When you get into the chorus of that song, I have to play this song because I've heard it 5,000 times. I forgot how it goes.
You want me to?
Yeah, give me into the chorus.
All right. Alrighty. We're going to have an ad, though.
Of course.
Because it's the weekend. So.
Well, and Whiskey, so Whiskey says you could probably just drop that vocal back and it would be fine. So what you do when you establish something is you play it once and then you start pulling it back, because after that person's heard it once,
I'm Jasmine.
Clean on its own. Okay. So don't sneeze. Got it. Once you've done it once, then it's in your head. You don't need to actually do it again. You just need to give little tidbits of it happening, little pieces of it happening, and you can be pulling it. You can be pulling the main line down and adding new lines as long as you keep establishing the new line independently on its own, and then you can pull it down and let it be just a noise in the background. In this mix, you're trying to overcome every new thing, whereas you could be pulling backwards and stacking constantly. So here we go. Here's the first chorus. So it's one of my favorite examples of establishing is that the first time he does it, it's just him. It's just clean. It just happens once. The next time he does it, he has 2 voices. Next time he does it, he has 3 voices. Next time he does it, he has 5 voices. Next time he does it, he has 10 voices. The last 2 times he does it, he has 15 voices and then 21 voices. Vocal tracks happening. By 21 vocal tracks, you don't know what the fuck he's saying, but it doesn't matter because it's you in your head are singing the words, and then he's just giving you the melodies. So there you go. You can be doing a song like what you just played, like that could be really fucking cool. But right now it's just a lot. And so then you get overwhelmed and you're like, I don't want to listen to this anymore. But a well-balanced mix where you bring one thing in and then bring another thing in, then bring another thing in, and then constantly pull it down and even it out in the mix. That could be really cool. Yeah.
There we go.
There you go.
He said he was screen recording, so.
All right.
Cool.
I hope I didn't fuck up.
Yeah. Jesse Bodega, everyone.
Jesse Bodega.
That track was called Down. So yeah, I guess that'll be it for today. You're the first person who actually gave feedback on that. Well, we are fire. Okay. I mean, I don't know if you've been to any of the other feedback or review streams. They just be like, hey, bro, it's fire, bro.
Hey,
like,
bro, yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
like,
not for me, man.
Yeah, I can see, like, bro, shit, like, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Like, shit, I fucks with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can see if somebody really did, like, some fuck shit on this, but you ain't. So, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty cool, man. No one ever comments. Yeah, I mean,
I think people suffer from wanting a final product when they're in the music industry, when they're in this field of like reviews, and nobody ever knows what to do when they're giving an unfinished product. I think that's one thing that Q and I do really well is we can hear so much potential, and then we can articulate how to work towards that potential.
What was your so Jay Bodega says I've shown that song to like 10 other guys. What was the feedback that you got for those 10 other guys? Because I watched a few review streams and I get bored watching them.
Yeah.
Just because, and I'm sure people get bored with us too.
Yeah.
But we're also sexy. So I mean,
we have
we're
this couch.
Yeah. And
Do they have couches?
And we're two beautiful men sitting on the couch. It's like, you know, you like Alex type. There's Alex over there shining in the light, beautimous. Then if you like chocolate, you know what I'm saying? You got me sitting over here. Yeah.
He's got the essences.
You like the oils, somebody slouched on the couch. You got me over here. So I think that keeps us afloat. Honestly, just our sex appeal more than anything.
I don't even know what music sounds like, to be honest. I just float on my sex appeal.
So Jay Bodega says the feedback he usually gets is either gotta mix that shit, bro, or they'll just straight up go to the next. Oh, okay. No feedback on how to mix it?
Yeah, I mean, that's just it. Is like, I feel like it's easy to be a critic because it's easy to have an opinion. It's when you want to go to that next level, like, okay, well, how do I make it better? That's on you, man.
Yeah, man, you just got to find the right fucking engineer who, like, understands the shit that you trying to, like, put out there, you know what I'm saying? See, it pisses me off watching people just say a whole bunch of nothing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a whole bunch, like, with a vocabulary so small, but they also don't know what to say, so they just say a whole bunch of nothing. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, you just fucking, you get somebody to, like, mix it, because if you mix it, like, I'm sure if the person is good, it's gonna come out fire, but you're gonna have to get it mixed and mastered, man, but you're gonna have to really go get it done.
Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so it's $25 to skip the line, $65 to skip the skip line, and $150 million to skip the skip of the skip line. Well, Hogan, it's the end of the show. Yeah, as you see, Jesse, we don't do the skip lines. Yeah. Please, for the love. So, Hogan, I'll play your song, but we're not going to review. I'll play it as the last song.
Okay.
But we're not going to review it since you want to show up late. It's 11:30.
Know what I'm saying?
And you live in a different time zone. It's only 10:30 over there.
You've waited for hours for them to go item out. Oh, man.
You know, so the main reason, so the gimmick, so the skip line is a scam. And this is why we don't really do so. Skip line's a scam, and especially how these other streams do it. If they don't do it where the skip line is transparent, then who knows who paid to skip? You never know.
Make it up as you go.
And then they do
the strip club. All right, at least he's honest.
Yeah, and then they do the skip line. Who knows who paid for that?
Yeah. This is like the lightning pass.
Like it's all BS. So it's a scam. Don't do any of the skip line. Like if it's, I don't know, just make sure it's transparent.
Yeah.
If there's somebody who's like if there's T-Pain and T-Pain gets 40, if he did it for free, he would get 40,000 submissions. If T-Pain's like, all right, it's $5 to submit as a weeding out process. Think about it. I don't know. You're paying T-Pain $5 to listen to your song. Are you getting value from that? What's your return on your investment? He's playing your song for 5 minutes in front of a room of 30,000 people and giving you T-Pain feedback. You can screen grab it. You can run with it. You can do whatever.
Yeah.
That's worth $5, I think.
I think so.
You know, it's T-Pain.
Yeah.
But any of these random dudes who are sitting in a house on a couch.
With the microphone.
With a microphone. You know.
Yeah. Let's do Hogan and get up on out of here.
We're not random dudes, by the way. You can look at our website.
We have a website.
Yeah.
We're not random. We have a website.
Yeah. And we also have cool guests that come through.
Yeah.
But we don't charge. I mean, we have a setting where you could pay, what was it, $1,000?
$1,000.
Yeah.
You will get the line skipped, and we'll give you a 20-minute talk about how to spend your money correctly.
Yeah, because so if you pay $1,000, you'll skip the line, and then we'll just be like, "Did you get?" And well, it'll be a Socratic method of teaching. We'll be like, "All right, what value?
What did you learn?
Yeah,
did it hurt?"
Yeah, so you must got some money.
Yeah.
Well, and Hogan, what value did you get out of the strip club, man? Isn't it interesting? Like, it's so interesting that strippers have gone to OnlyFans and make millions of dollars, but there's still some that go to the strip club and only make hundreds and thousands.
Old school.
Why?
Old school. I don't know.
I don't get it. You cut out the middleman if you quit the strip club and you just do OnlyFans.
Yeah.
You market to get people to go to the strip club. Why are you doing that?
Fat titties.
I get why people still go, because maybe they want to see it in real life.
Maybe you should do both and make millions and then make hundreds on the side.
I don't know. I would just think.
Don't know.
I would just think if I was a stripping woman, which I'm not, but
a lady of the night.
If I was a woman who danced explicitly,
touch grass, no touch ass.
I would rather do OnlyFans where nobody can touch me, nobody can see me. I'm not at risk of anything, and I would make millions than go to a dingy club where I'm treated like the bottom of earth. You know, I don't know.
Much fan fiction for Nand.
I am not encouraging going to strip or do OnlyFans, but I'm just, it's the world we live in. Whatever. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about, guys. Don't listen to me.
Sitting in the dark corner and people watching. I'm right there with you.
In the strip club or just in real life?
Just, I mean, in real life. But if they're like, hey, we're going to the strip club, like, cool. I'm gonna sit in the corner and people watch and drink because that's probably more fun. Because I'm sure there's some weird fucking strip clubs out there.
Supposedly they got good food.
I've heard that too.
I've heard that from a lot
the place?
of people.
Is it
in Atlanta?
Atlanta, but then wasn't there like a steakhouse? There wasn't there like in here in Orlando.
There was a place that gave out free wings here. I forgot what club that was.
Huh. Only show the knees. John, you should be a stripper and only show your knees.
I get why people attend strip clubs because they're like, oh, I want to see it in person, blah 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 blah. I'm just saying, I'm speaking from like as a stripper. Whereas, Magic City and Atlanta, I hear Magic City's food is fire.
Is this going to be a thing when we go to Atlanta?
People say Magic City's food is fire.
We're we're here for the food, but there happens to be strippers.
There's a lot of people who say they do not go for they go straight, they eat and then they leave.
I'm down. Let's go.
But I'm just saying, as a stripper, it's like
compare Michelin restaurants to strip clubs.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you know if you build your clientele in a strip club, and be like, oh, I'm going to OnlyFans.
I think that's why. I think it's one of those like, where do you want to put your efforts?
It's starting ground now.
Yeah, I think it's like, are you technically inclined, or like technologically inclined? You know, are you a person to person kind of stripper? Or are you a TikTok kind of stripper? We have to find these. Like, where is the category? Where do you sit?
Yeah, it's just a testament of how industry, a new innovation doesn't kill old industries for the most part.
Yeah,
new innovations do not.
You know
kill
what I just
old
noticed the other day? I've always known when you come out on 50, kind of right where you are here. When you come out on 50 and you turn left, there's like a pool place. And then there's like a mini strip mall. There's like 2 stores. And one of those used to be a fucking VHS store still. And I think they finally just went out of business. And I'm like, that place has been around. It is 2023 and that place finally went out of business. Talk about the old ways.
They were just washing money in there.
They had to. They had to have been.
Definitely selling drugs out the back.
Yeah. There's no way. They don't have free strip clubs.
Well,
the suit isn't supposed to come off.
We're essentially talking about. Originally, was talking about. It's interesting how strippers with OnlyFans being out and most people making more strippers making way more money on OnlyFans. That there still are strip clubs. So it's like new innovation doesn't kill old industries, and I think it's due to it being. As a woman who's stripping, I don't know why they would want to do it in person as opposed to doing it online where it's safer. But I can see why people still go to strip clubs. I can see why there's still patrons.
You two tonight, I swear to God, I don't know why you have these conversations, but they're so goddamn funny. It's just dancing if they don't strip. Clothes over the furry suit. 6 dog nipples on the suit.
Hogan, I know why people go. I just don't know with the innovation we have now why a stripper would not move to OnlyFans where she doesn't have to be touched or anything like that and make more money. She can set her price. She doesn't have to split the money with a bar back, with the DJ, with security, with the cooks, or with other strippers who may have done less, depending on what club she's working at.
3 cents a bikini. Play his song so we can get out of here. They've officially lost their minds.
We'll just let this happen.
It's so funny. Oh my God.
All right.
I think that means the only person who didn't show up was Demar, right?
Yeah.
I wonder what's up.
I don't know.
So, fun fact, my graduating class is the class of 2003. Which means that when I was a junior, that song came out. And so I went to a private school, but the public school that my sister went to, they were the Bulldogs. So when I went to their homecoming or prom, it was that song nonstop. It was like they'd play one song and then Who Let the Dogs Out, and then another song and Who Let the Dogs Out. It was nonstop for an entire night.
It was interesting how they thought. Like, I can understand being the Bulldogs and stuff like that, but we were the Wildcats. It's so interesting, like how they thought high schoolers liked that song. Because I was in high school 2004 is when I got to high school.
Yep.
So that song was played at like the high school dance and stuff.
Yep.
And I was like, we're grown as fuck.
Can we move on, please?
Can we play Back That Ass Up by Juvenile? So these 14-year-old girls here in this high school that I'm at the time, I'm 14. I have to do that because if somebody clips this, they'll be like, John likes blah, blah, blah. But if we play Back That Ass Up so that people can be throwing ass. Nobody wants to hear nobody wants to hear Who Let the Dogs Out. That's for children. We want a strip club.
We want a strip club. We are in high school.
Exactly. Our lives is about to get hard. We have to enjoy everything. We have to enjoy everything
while
we can.
Can you please play Back That Ass Up? Or Ride My Pony.
Damn, I haven't heard that.
Right? He got that dog.
All right. Let's listen to this one by Hogan. We're going to get up out of here. It's been a good show. We'll catch you guys Wednesday. Let me see, because we were supposed to have G Blitz on here, but he had some emergency and some stuff. So let's see. Who was our next guest? I think next week is Jax.
Oh. Okay.
No, Kevin Kahn.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, Kevin Kahn is, I think he's won like Red Bull DJ and stuff, like scratch competition and stuff. Kevin Kahn DJs in the room next door to me every Thursday. Kevin Kahn is a really fire DJ and Scratch DJ, and he's also a radio personality. He was on 95.3. I think he still is.
Yeah.
He had his own radio show for like 5 years on FM radio.
That's
and
wild.
A bunch of stuff like that. So he'll be our guest next week, and then after that, I think we got DJ Jax is going to be joining us. Jax has done podcasts, and he used to be on. It was a radio station out in L.A. before COVID happened, and that whole station closed down, so he came back out here. And he's also a producer, and he's a pretty fire DJ. So that'll be the next 2 weeks. We'll have those guests. So make sure y'all guys keep it locked. Join us in the Discord. Join Gonak. Upload your first song. Throw that in the Discord, and we'll give you a free code to monetize, essentially make some free money as we continue to build and grow that platform.
Yeah.
And you guys will be grandfathered into that. So shouts out.
Douglas Williams, you're catching us at the end of the stream. We'll be here next Wednesday at 8:30 Eastern Standard. Come hang out.
Yep.
And
all
Nick
right.
with all the links. And this is Hogan.
Yeah, let's listen to this Hogan. It's called Average Son.
All right.
Oh, I could've been an average son, yeah. This is how I felt, you know they not the ones, yeah. I packed it up and left, you know I'm fucking done, yeah. They wasn't listening, you know they can't keep up, yeah. Oh, I could've been an average son, yeah. This is how I felt, you know they not the ones, yeah. I packed it up and left, you know I'm fucking done, yeah. I'm thinking to myself like, what have I become, yeah. Struggling with the balance till I get numb, yeah. If you stay away from me, girl, I can't push you on, yeah. I'm telling you the truth, this shit not what you want, yeah. Oh, I could've been an average son, yeah. This is how I felt, you know they not the ones, yeah. I packed it up and left, you know I'm fucking done. They wasn't listening, you know they can't keep up. It's a lot of top, but they ain't got no much hope. And heating up no toast. On every beat, bitch, I coast. I'm about to put the game in a choke. I'm about to put a rack on my toe. Sucking the car, everything cash, everything credit gold. Little bitch about to go on my mode. I know that they really don't know. Fat pockets, that shit got swole. Getting money, that shit like troll. Rocks all over my wrist, ain't cold. Fuck they talking about Jack Harlow. Fuck they talking about Lil Dick. Lil Hogan got big vision. When thugs out, need thug fiction. Release like Duff and Preacher. Moving bags, it's a double season, yeah. Staying at the wrist, not double chin, yeah. I was throwing fists, that bitch was throwing tantrums. Told her it's too late, ho, I'm off, I ate the mushroom. How the ex and started dancing, ho, that's just a random. I caught the orange virgin back while I was sipping Phantom. These bitches be too broke to talk to me, go get your bands on. Oh, I could've been an average son, yeah. This is how I felt, you know they not the ones, yeah. I packed it up and left, you know I'm fucking done. They wasn't listening, you know they can't keep up, yeah. Oh, I could've been an average son, yeah. This is how I felt, you know they not the ones, yeah. I packed it up and left, you know I'm fucking done, yeah. I'm thinking to myself like, what have I become, yeah. Struggling with the balance till I get numb, yeah. Stay away from me, girl, I can't push you on, yeah. I'm telling you the truth, this shit not what you want, yeah. Oh, I could've been an average son, yeah. This is how I felt, you know they not the ones, yeah. I packed it up and left, you know I'm fucking done. They wasn't listening, you know they can't keep up, yeah.